that. Again, Mr. Williams, I invite you to conversate with me directly. I don't do all this internet stuff. The problem is you're going after my family, you post my children, and then you mention my name. So you and I, we need to have a conversation. And yes, this is a forever problem.
It's me, Darius Cooks, also known as your local scammer.
You are, you gay, growing up in Chicago, you just end up being with a tribe of people. I don't know, it's really hard to explain. It might be different now, but when I was growing up, there were crews. We had people we hung with, right? Anyway, and I hung with people like, you remember Calvin, Lavelle, those are people that I used to hang with back in the day, and you see what happened now, especially with randomness of Veil. We ain't heard hide nor have him, have we? We ain't heard hide nor have him, have we? Come to think of it, let me not bring his name up, because let me tell you something. He probably, he ready to. Where's the expose? Where is the expose?
Show out, run your mouth, pop off at the mouth. I do something called an attack. When you do the attack, you got to make sure you're real rooted and grounded. Look that way. Make sure you're real rooted and grounded so they don't know what's about to go on. You just attack them. You just attack them. What did I say? I said you better do what I said to do. Did they think you're crazy? If they think you're crazy, they'll just walk away slowly like that.
We drove all the way from Wilmington, North Carolina to get scammed by Darius Cooks. And boy, did he scam us good. We were so enthralled by everything. We are so impressed, and I can't wait to get scammed again. Thank you, Darius Cooks, for an amazing experience. We talked about it all the way back to the hotel. Love you. And hello to our table mates who were so amazing and friendly.
5, 6, 7, 8. Why you gotta lie so much? You must wake up and just make up stuff. Cause I just do not understand why every time you talk, you tell a quick lie. You and your lies gotta go. Because I'm tired of talking to Pinocchio. Then you had a nerve to look folks in the eyes, knowing that you telling them lies. You be telling them lies. I asked you about this. Yeah, you lied about it. I asked you about that. Yeah, you lied about it. Get them lies together, they all over the place. I bet if Jesus came back, you a lie to his face. Damn, P-O-G-Yo. I guess you wanna see how far your nose can grow. I said, P-No-G-Yo. I guess you wanna see how far your nose can grow. Now, boo! Let's go. Start telling all them lies. Number one, let's go. Cause I don't believe that you say at this point. Cause all you do is lie, lie, lie. Lie, lie, lie. Lie, 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 lie. Mama!
What's up, good Vipo? Let me know that you can hear me in the chat by typing either road to 50,000 subscribers or 50K subs or Bali Lies. Road to 50K subs or Bali Lies to let me know that you can hear me. And today we have I'm hoping it's an interesting show in store for you. We're going to be talking about some things related to Darius Cooks' lies, some of a grift that I don't think we've spent a lot of time talking about. So we're going to explore that grift a little bit. It's current day, present day grift. Then we'll talk about a little bit of what he was up to in Japan because we didn't go deep into that. And then we're going to move into the Bali lies. And with that, thank you to everyone here on the Facebook and YouTube side that are letting me know that you can hear me by typing either Bali Lies or road to 50K subs. We got Nicole and Chocolate and Tiffany and Lisa and Saint Sinner and Jamise and Mocha and Miss Kim and Blanche and his MJ and Don and Tanya and Alice and Angie and DTW and Lady Goodman and Michelle with his old soul and everyone else who's letting me know that you can hear me. I greatly appreciate it. The DTW, that's Darius Cooks' initial. So is that you, Darius? That you, Crooks? Thanks for liking the video and participating. I appreciate that. Not just over here in the bushes. So you can try to rewrite the narrative on everything I say, which lets me know that you're watching, but that's a whole nother story. Thank you also to out of the 100 it's going up. It's just constantly taking up, but the over 100 and something odd of you who have taken a poll over here on YouTube to say that you have shared and liked this video. 85% of you have said that you've done that. Thank you in advance for that. If you haven't as of yet, please hit that like button. Please hit that share button. It is free to you, but it is invaluable to me and the growth of this channel. So it is greatly appreciated in advance. Here we go. Let me I forgot to do this ahead of time. I'm trying to get used to doing this, but putting it on our subscriber only. Here we go. Subscriber only for the chat. That way, if the D-hags, D-hivers, people with flying monkey behavior want to comment over here, they will have to subscribe first. pay your bill. And so we're going to start this video with your favorite in our favorite segment, which is the rants and meltdown. Here y'all go.
This, you know what? This is the thing. It don't come up no more. This is as far as it come up. I guess I didn't get the one with the extra long handle on it. It's fine. This one, I like the spin mop. You ain't got to touch it. I twisted the pole. This is as far as it go up. It only go to 48. What's 48? 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 4 feet. This 4 feet tall. This about 4 feet. This about 2 feet. This 2 more feet. That's all as it go to 48. That's it. It's not meant for me. It's meant for Maria. I love this mop. Girl, it don't the fuck go up. Extendable telescope, 22 to 36 inches or 36 to 48. Bitch, you got 2 choices. 22 to 36 or 36 to 48. That's it. It don't go no fucking higher than that. Okay? Now, do you want the flow clean or not? What the fuck do the size of the mop got to do? Girl, twist. I have twisted. Girl, down, up, down, up, down, up. I'll talk to y'all later. You want to tell me how to live?
And let's not forget the poll question that is over here on the YouTube side. For those of you who are on Facebook and Instagram, the polls do not show up on your side, but feel free to answer in the chat. But the poll question is, Did you know that Darius Cooks has admitted to being a repeated thief as a child and teenager, and even said that he avoided RICO charges, that he was racketeering as a teenager? Did you know that? Yes or no in the chat. If you didn't, here you go.
And okay, the first time I definitely remember stealing was I stole from this lady's purse, a teacher at school. I was on, did I give it back? I probably should go up there right now and give a donation. That's probably what I need to do. It was this teacher at school, and I used to go to, what school was this? It was Douglas. I guess I was in House B at Douglas. I was in House A. I forgot. But this would have been like 1990. Okay, let me see. Hold on. If I graduated 8th grade in 95, it would have been like 1993 or something. Girl, that's so long ago. I can't remember shit. 30 years ago. Okay, that's how long ago this shit was. 30 years. So, I thought nobody even seen me steal that money out of her purse. I took $20 out of her purse, and I would take the money. I used to go to like, with that 20, I went to the corner store and I got me some oatmeal cream pies. I got some vanilla ice cream. I got some of them toasted coconut donuts. I got me some tangy cheese chip. I was fed. I was still to eat. I was fed. We was poor, right? So I remember I stole from the lady purse, and I had got caught. And I said, damn, how did they catch me? Ain't nobody even seen me go in her purse. But they found me. I had to go to the principal's office every day. And call my mama. I got my ass toe clean up. So that was the first time. The second time I remember stealing was at the church. The third time, this when I said I better stop this. I think I came to my senses after this, after the third time. After the third time, I said, this is, the third time I got caught. I said, no, I can't do this. It was like more like organized crime. I could have got a RICO charge. Let me tell you what had happened. I had this job, right? I told y'all this before. I had this job. I used to work at Frank's Nursery and Craft. Okay? I used to work at Frank's Nursery and Craft in North Riverside. Third? I know. Girl, I was a kid. You kids do dumb shit because they kids. I used to work at Frank's Nursery and Craft in North Riverside. Third? I know. Girl, I was a kid. You kids do dumb shit because they kids. I used to work at Frank's Nursery and Craft. It was in North Riverside, right? It was like, when you go into North Riverside, you gotta go past the Best Buy, and then on the right-hand side, before you go to the mall, there's the, it was Frank's Nursery and Craft, right? And I used to, I was on the cash register. This is what I used to do. So let's say you come and you come to the register and you do your stuff, right? You be like, okay, I'm gonna cash out. Back then, the credit card, everything was separate. It wasn't the same. So what I used to do is if your bill was like $37.41, right? I would charge your credit card $41 and whatever the cent is, and then take the $10 out the grocery store. Out the cash register. Out the grocery store, Lord Jesus. Out the cash register, right? So, I would probably make about between like $80 and $100 doing that a day. Girl, today, I guess somebody down to the accounting department started doing a reconciliation. I thought you just started scamming. You a whole professional. I know, child. Somebody down to the accounting department started saying, "Wait a minute now, store number 672 look a little funny on the on the P&L." A day, child. I didn't do it like every day. It would be like, I'd probably do it like, if I ain't work, I was a kid. I wasn't working every day. I was only working like specific days. So I would only do it like, let's say if I work 3 days a week, I would do it like 2 days a week. I wouldn't do it the whole time. Yeah. But yeah, I did that. It's one of my fun. I'm not proud of it. Let me say I was proud of it. Oh God, we thank God for deliverance. Oh girl, please. I ain't the only person.
And the saddest part about all of that is not only that he was a childhood thief addicted to stealing from adults in church, his teachers at school. And those are the stories we know about. We know he was stealing from the aunties, the cousins, the uncles. We know he was stealing from everybody, obviously, because he said it was the third time he got caught. And then he said that I remember. So we know there was more. We know that there was more. The sad part about all this, and the reason why we keep playing this, and I'm closing out this poll. Question was, did you know that Darius Cooks has admitted to being a repeated thief as a child and teenager, and people are still voting? And we have 14% of you who did not know this. And we play this at the beginning of every live stream, and that is why I will continue to play it until we get 100% every day. So the sad part is that it continues today. It is showing the pathology of how we got to where we are. That what we talk about today, what people have been exposing for years, is not isolated. It's not a mistake. It's not a misunderstanding. It's not hateration. This is the exposing of a person who has been stealing since they were birthed. And I did say birthed. Next poll question, as we move into current day stealing. No, the word that we use is scamming, but it's stealing. It's stealing. Getting people to give you money for something under false pretenses is stealing, but we call it scamming, but it's stealing. Did you know? Poll question going out here on the YouTube side, and you can feel free to vote over there on Instagram and on Facebook in the chat. Did you know that Darius Cooks has an app? That Darius Cooks has what he calls the Darius Cooks Plus app. Did you know this? Did you know this? Darius Cooks started working on this app, if I'm not mistaken, only because I didn't do my due diligence on researching, it just hit me, that I didn't look up exactly when, but for approximately 2 years, Darius Cooks has been working on this app. And he put it out before it was glitchy, had a bunch of issues. He had to take it back down. Then they were working on it again. Now it is back up, and supposedly it is working. Well, the first time it went out, it had an app rating of 2.7 stars. And I forgot to pull that in. I wasn't thinking. 2.7 stars, and it had a bunch of complaints. Here's some of the complaints that were listed under, here, well, you can kind of see it. It's kind of cut off at the top, but 2.4 stars out of 5 when he first released it. People were saying, be careful. App is poorly organized and lacks sufficient content. It comes off as suspicious considering that Darius Williams is known for fraudulent activities. I would suggest not making any financial transactions through the app. Here's another way for, not only do y'all know, some of us will subscribe to an app, forget that we subscribing. So it's like another grift, because he's putting a lot of his money on autopilot when you really pay attention. A lot of the grifting is on autopilot. Something like this app, he throw a little content up there, here, there. People, pay for the app through their phone. It's taking out their cards every month. They ain't paying no attention. It's a sucky app. It ain't working. They ain't using it. But Darius Cooks is getting, I forgot how much is this app? Hold on. Let me look and see how much it is. Oh, it would go away. Let's see how much this app is. Oh, it just goes right into get. It don't even say how much. You know this thing costs money. I ain't doing that. There's a monthly subscription. I forgot what he said. I forgot what it was. But it seemed a little on the high side to me. But there's a monthly subscription involved. I am not downloading that app. He ain't getting to my phone. Then another person says, terrible. App is terrible, slow, errors while signing up, missing ingredients and misspellings. 140. Oh, here we go. Thank you for this. Whoever put this comment. $149 a year to watch someone lay in bed and eat. So he's charging, well, unless this has changed because this was older. This was from 2022, if I'm not mistaken. $149 per year for his app. Another person titles it useless. Don't waste your time nor your money. This app is full of old videos. The photos are captioned with gibberish. That was something else people were showing, that obviously Darius Cooks was using templates for his photos and images, etc. But it would be a template that says, here, put the name of the item. Here, put your description. And he would leave it there, but it would be in foreign languages. Oh, Jesus. Just so sloppy. Photos are captioned in gibberish. The app is a true representation of Darius and his brand, unprofessional and tacky. Then this last one says, makes 0 sense. It's literally pictures of food with gibberish underneath. App wasn't even ready to be put out, was a mess. And he was charging people $149. And you know, with some things, it's just hard to get out of the subscriptions and stuff. It's another grift. It's another grift. Well, now it is back. The app, he pulled the app down. It was the reviews were abysmal. It was so glitchy that he couldn't even gaslight his way through it. So he took the app down. Then it resurfaced. I don't know when. Recently, it resurfaced. And now people are saying that the reviews for this app, because all of a sudden it went from 2.4 stars, and it ain't been back up that long. I do know that much because he was still talking about development stuff a few weeks ago. Since it's been back up for a month or so, whatever it's been, all of a sudden the ratings went from the 2.4 stars to nearly 5 stars. And people are pointing out saying, these look like fake reviews. This look like Darius Cooks paid some service for these fake reviews to boost his star rating. So he ain't fixed the app. He just did flooded it with fake reviews. So people who don't know no better will just go ahead and subscribe for that $149. He ain't even got that on here. Like I said, I just knew it cost money, but all it tells you is get, and then you got to click into the app and download it. It don't tell you here nothing about how much money this thing is. Pull you in and then get you. So these reviews here that are promoting his app, that are helping to boost the stars, the interesting part about them is that they were all done between February 19th and February 26th of 2024. Real sus, real sus. This one here says, loving this app. I absolutely love this cooking app. It has completely revolutionized the way I approach meal planning and cooking. The interface is user-friendly and intuitive, making it easy to browse through recipes and save my favorites. The variety of recipes is impressive, catering to all dietary preferences and skill levels. Y'all think a regular user wrote this? A regular user? Or the person who created the app? Who knows all the buzzwords they want to use? Second paragraph goes on to say, I appreciate that the app offers step-by-step instructions with photos, making it easy to follow along, even for someone like me who's not a seasoned cook. The ingredients list is always clear and concise, and I can easily add them to my shopping list with just a tap. These are all things I've heard him say in his lives when he's been describing the app. Just the baker is Darius Cooks. One of my favorite features is the ability to adjust serving sizes, which has been incredibly helpful when cooking for a small group or a large gathering. I have tried numerous recipes from this app, and each one has turned out delicious and received rave reviews from my family and friends. That's so generic. Overall, I highly recommend this cooking app to anyone looking to expand their culinary skills and try new and exciting recipes. It has become an indispensable tool in my kitchen, and I can't imagine cooking without it. All right, Crooks, I give it to you. If somebody didn't know no better, didn't have good common sense and discernment, they might think that was a real review. It's clearly written by the person who's in charge of the app. Poll question, we're closing out. Did you know that Darius Cooks has an app? 48% of you did, 52% of you did not. This is why we're here. This is why we're here, people. We're sitting here. Yes, we do the shenanigans, but we inform with the shenanigans. We're letting you know what to look out for. She's a slippery snake, always coming up with a new grift. Always, and it's multiple at the same time. And people don't know. They think it's, oh, she only doing the slanderous food reviews. Oh, he's only in Bali talking about the new restaurant of his American style home, American style home in Bali. That ain't looking nothing like an American style home. He's only doing those things. No. He's always doing multiple. There's multi-level scamming going on here. Multi-level, always and forever. And while he's doing these scams, he's also planning the new ones. she stay on it. He was birthed as a scammer. We opened up with our videos showing that. He's been stealing since he was a kid. He was born to do this. Next poll question is, do you think that Darius Cooks paid for these fake reviews for his app? So the interesting part about this next one is that it has the same exact title and the first few words are exactly the same as the last review. So this one says, I absolutely love this app. Having the recipes at my fingertips as well as the ability to make a grocery list is top notch. The attention to detail with this app is incredible. Again, sounds just like the same tone of the other one. I have a few of his items he sells, and I was super impressed by how fast I received it. Now he's trying to squeeze it all in. He like, not only talk about the app, but I'm going to squeeze in that I got this cookware line too, and try to debunk everybody who's saying I'm a scammer when it comes to my cookware line. And he deliver our items on time too. I get everything I ordered. You know, I get everything I ordered. Says I have a few of his items he sells, and I was super impressed by at how fast I received it and how great the quality of the items are. Highly recommend checking out and ordering yourself some cookware. What the hell that's got to do with the app? He like, oh, I'm gonna get them on every angle. You won't be disappointed. Then we have these. The next ones up are clearly bots. Clearly the service that he hired in order to create these fake reviews, because there are companies that do this stuff, y'all. See, some of y'all don't know this stuff. There are companies that do this, and it is clear that they were a little sloppy because the first review is just titled Repeat Customer. Who the hell uses a username of AE123466? It's not even a word. I ain't never seen. Some of y'all have some interesting usernames, but what I don't see is ones that look like user passwords. Like you just copy and paste this as a password to your light company bill online to pay your online bill. It's a password. I hope you get some credit back or money back, Crooks, for this sloppiness. You probably didn't notice it because you'd be so busy grifting with everything else. But now you're gonna notice because you watch this content. Hit them up, get your credit back. Anyway, repeat customer, repeat customer, aka bot number E123466 says, I love the recipes and I ordered multiple times, over 7 to be exact, and have received every product I ordered within a week or less. What does that have to do with the app? They got confused, crooks, because I'm sure this goes on your website or something under your cookware stuff, or maybe I don't know where else you got this stuff at. They confused the accounts. This wasn't supposed to go under the app, I don't think. So that's what you let them know when you call customer service to get these bot comments corrected. Then the next one is, oh, I got to pull up on y'all side too. Then the next one is a title, Pinterest on steroids, from bot number CYA1021. Again, that's bot number CYA1021. And it wrote, because it's an it, it's not a person, it's an it. Love the new Darius Cooks app, plus app. It's akin, now that's a word that Darius Cooks uses. It's akin to Pinterest, but better. As I'm not required to muddle through multiple advertisements only to get to an offer, get to an often impartial recipe with no measurements or cooking instructions. I love the breakdowns of ingredients, including amounts, and the pictorial, which gives me an idea of how the dish should look. So excited. Thanks, Darius. You can't make this up. You just can't make this up. Okay, and the next one. When I ran into these today, I was like, these are goddamn bots. They didn't even change. They didn't even create real names. This one is titled, The App is the Best. And this is from bot number 123455678999000. I ain't never seen no foolishness like this in my life. I really haven't. Not up close and personal. I just haven't. This bot says, or types, the app has recipes and you can make a grocery list so that you can get everything you need. Don't let these negative reviews that have nothing to do with the app stop you from downloading it. As a working mom, I love it. Y'all, did y'all go to school with anybody named 123455678999000? Is that one of y'all classmates? It's a working mom. AI ain't no joke. It still ain't perfect though. It still ain't perfect though. All right, and the last bot comment. Great products and excellent customer. Oh, okay, it cut off. This is from bot HDDGUBCF. Hoobadagoob-cock. Fuck. It said, it wrote, it typed, Darius Cooks, Darius Cooks Plus is a top tier brand. Sponsored by Alibaba and Temu. His products are amazing. Alibaba. He always goes above and beyond for his customers and always adding to the game of cooking. Now, we know that's gaslighting. Always goes above and beyond. Is that cursing people out for saying they didn't get their order? Calling them bitches and hoes and talking about they makeup, their hair, and then blocking them? Okay. I'm loving the app. The recipes are delightful. I'm always looking for more. 10 out of 10. And we're not done. That's not it. Because again, he had to get that score, the star rating to go from a 2.4 when it was real reviews of the foolishness of the horrible non-working app. Of course, you got the D-hags in there. Here they come. Y'all know how they are. So we got the bots. We got the old reviews. You got the bots. And then the flying monkeys, because they like, Master, need our help. This one's titled Customer Service. The best customer service ever. He always send me my items. Any issues, he always solves them. Then they fly away. See, they ain't done because y'all know they hover. They fly in flocks usually. Usually it's a few of them flying together. 2 to 3. I notice at least 2 of them fly together. Like when I look at my comments, sometimes at least 2 of them. One say something, and another liking it. You right. He ain't so jealous. He's so crazy. The next beehive flying monkey with flying monkey behavior. Easy to use and delicious looking. This app is easy to use and the dishes look delicious. I like that you can watch him preparing the food in the video that is linked right with the recipes. The instructions are straightforward and easy to follow. And the grocery list is included. Everything is in one place. His merchandise is awesome. I own many items such as pans, cookbooks, cutting boards, and have been very satisfied with them all. Are you happy with that, master? That was a long one. Then we got another one. Because again, they travel in flocks when it comes to this stuff. They got the thin master. Master trying to promote something, get some more people to scam. Looking for more sucker rats. We're here to help you, master. App. I've been following Darius for a long time. And I just love his energy. And how he continues to move forward despite having haters. So far, I love the app. And I know over time, it's just going to get better. Also love how everything will be in one place. So I'm basically admitting that there's a problem with the apps and it needs improvement. But he's master. Last but not least, come on, damn arms are getting tired. I've never done so many impressions of the D-Hags in a row. How y'all do all this all day? Because that just tired me out. Y'all do it all day. This is the best. Y'all jealous. He rich. He at the bank and you at home. Y'all doing that all day. Woo. How y'all keep that up? Last one. Long-time supporter. So excited for this app and all that it will do for us. It's going to save their life. What the hell? All that it would do for us. The ability to have the ingredients needed for recipes is outstanding. Looking forward to more recipes being added. Thank you, D. Master. So as you see, we got the real reviews, which are the low-rated ones. We got the bots who kind of effed it up because they didn't even create at least human-looking usernames. They got area codes, zip codes, and social security numbers. But then there were a couple real reviews that also got in there. Now, I don't know if he's able to delete these. I don't know if they allow that, in the app stores and stuff. Hopefully not. But a couple people put real reviews after these fake ones. So it looked like the fake ones started coming in on literally. All the bots that I read were on February 19th. All of them came in on the same day. Then the D-Hags, they were between the 19th and 23rd. So 2 on the 19th, 1 on the 22nd, and 1 on the 23rd. At least that's spaced out enough. Like the bots, it just tells on itself. They all went in at the same time. What the hell? Gotta think this through, crooks. The real reviews, one came in on the 25th, so it was after he flooded his app with all these fake reviews. Then 2 people came in behind with actual reviews of this stuff. Make sure the same. Oh wait, did I have the same right? Oh, maybe hold on. Well, let me read the one I got here. So I might have got some out of order. It says it can use a lot of work. This app is oh, this is a typo. This app still seems like it's in the development stage. The layout is very rudimentary. It crashes often, and I saw a couple of recipes that I saw online from another content creator. This dude is a fraud and a scammer. 0 out of 10. There are typos and stuff in here, which lets you know that this is a real person, unlike the other ones. Then let's see. Look like I might have pulled this one in twice. Maybe that's why. This it? Yes. Same one? Yep. So this one is bot reviews. Please don't fall into the trap of the fake reviews this scammer has. I bought a few items from him and I never received them or got any replies to my emails. How many times have we heard that one? His app is also full of plagiarized recipes that he copies from the Food Network, and the ones he makes up don't make sense. We also know this. So let me see. I got another one, but okay, that's different. Okay, that's fine. So yes, that is Darius Cooks Plus app. Feel free to support it if you want to. Caution, but support it if you want to. Poll question, we are closing out. Do you think that Darius Cooks paid for his fake reviews for this app? 93% of you say yes. 7% of you say no. You think that the Apple App Store paid for them? Is that what you're saying? You think Apple did it? Because somebody did it, because these ain't real. And bots ain't free. They are not free. So then we're moving on to, I saw, what I see, a super, where it go? Hold on. Start here. Here we go. Thank you so much. Oh, disappear. Hold on. Thank you so much to the watcher. Sorry, Vel, I don't have Cash App and all that. I'm crying, laughing my butt off. Thank you so much to the watcher for your super sticker. I really appreciate it, friend. Yeah, and if you don't have Cash App and Zelle and Venmo and all that, I get that. You can feel free to send a super chat or super sticker. But if you do have those options, I prefer that you send a Cash App or use one of those other methods, Cash App or Zelle, because YouTube does take 30% of whatever you give me over here on the through the Cash Apps and all that. But whatever works best for you works best for me. So we're moving on to the Japan. We kind of skipped over this a little bit. I definitely knew this was happening when Darius Cooks, for those of you who don't know, he's in Bali now for the month of April. But prior to going to Bali, he spent about a week in Japan last week. And while in Japan, Darius Cooks spent, he's a food reviewer. So Darius Cooks, you would think, he considers himself to be a food critic. He likes the finest food and delicacies. He thinks that Black people and soul food restaurants, all the food is trash. It's y'all make the same stuff over and over. There are no vegetables. It's unhealthy, et cetera, et cetera. Nothing is fresh. So these are all the critiques that Darius Cooks was giving to Black-owned restaurants all last year, the slanderous restaurant reviews that he was doing. Now he's in Japan, and he went out for a day filming, I think 2 days maybe, filming with his videographer, Eugene. And they went a couple places for him to do that for the camera. But his day-to-day, but all the rest of the time that he was in Japan, Darius Cooks wasn't at no Michelin star restaurants, and he wasn't at, any fine dining establishments. Darius Cooks had his ass over there at the 7-Eleven every day, eating there like it was a restaurant. Talking about black people eat unhealthy, nothing is fresh, all these critiques for black restaurants, and this fool goes all the way to Japan to go to 7-Eleven every day.
Vodka. Yeah. Uh-oh. So this was like $12, $13.
Now, this is every day. Now, I know I'm showing you he was vlogging. He's going to show all this on his IG lives. And, those of his followers who don't travel and don't know no better, they like, oh, my God, he's taking us to a 7-Eleven in Japan every day. So he's going there. He's buying all of this prepackaged food, claiming that it is so amazing. Japan's 7-Eleven is so much different than ours. It looks like they have a larger selection for sure of pre-made meals, but I thought you were a high-end food critic, and you're satisfied with eating at 7-Eleven prepackaged sandwiches every day and encore meals? What? I thought black restaurants needed to step it up. They weren't meeting your expectations. But you go to Japan and a 7-Eleven gets your rave reviews. The math ain't mathing. Seems like I'm just feeling a lot of little self-hate is what I'm getting.
Maybe like $14. I got a lot of drinks. Thank you. All right. We have breakfast. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce nothing in Japanese.
So that was just one of the excursions to 7-Eleven. Man, I ain't finna show y'all all the vlog. We don't care about all that. Then he would go to the hotel room, and here's another example. He would go there, and he would start unpackaging all of this various prepackaged foods, and he would be talking about how delicious it is. Take a look at this.
Okay. Yeah, I got that. What you call it. Now, this tea here, let me try this. I haven't tried the jasmine one. I don't know if I'm going to like this. Let me see. It might be good. May not be. It's all right. It needs some more sugar. But this one, it's afternoon tea, but it's in the morning. This one good. Definitely got the Holy Ghost. Okay. I picked up my karage, which is Japanese fried chicken. Now, how bad could that be? How bad could this be? Right? That don't look half bad, do it? You wouldn't bite this? With what you know about fried chicken, you telling me you wouldn't bite this? Darius, how did you know where to stay? I looked up a hotel. Hotels in Tokyo. They have pictures. You can scroll. It's called a gallery. So you can scroll and say, oh, this looks nice. It don't look nice. If you don't look nice, you go to the next one. And you can scroll. That's how I look at most places. And then, or Airbnb to get one that's comfortable.
So y'all see, he's very impressed with the chicken on the stick. I'll eat this. Of course you will. It's your go-to item. You've been making it since you became a scamming influencer. Actually, no, it was before that. He was making that when he was 19 or 20 years old as well. But as you see, somebody in the comment was asking basically how did he find his hotel. He's getting sarcastic. Doesn't mean the person is not aware that you go online and that's how you can browse for hotels on the different websites. They were maybe specifically asking you what made you select that hotel. What was your process for finding that specific hotel or going with it? But he's a smart ass. And some of them in the comments, as y'all see the comments scrolling in that live too, they laugh and they, oh my God, the questions people ask. It's like, calm down. Y'all not that important or smart.
And then I tell you what, do it. Why did I pick this one? I'm sorry, I didn't put that much thought into it. I'm sorry. I didn't put that much thought into what it's saying, honestly. You know, I only stay at like 4 or 5-star hotels.
So again, we're getting to the bragging. Everything has to lead to, you know, money and wealth. I only stay in 4 or 5-star hotels. Nobody asked you all that. So that's Darius Cooks. I mean, there's plenty. Literally every day he was coming like a kid from a candy store, just like them snacks he bought when he went in his lady at church's purse, and how he went and bought a bunch of junk food. He was doing that every day with 7-Eleven and sitting on that live and smacking and showing them what he had got from there every day. Then we move into, let me close out this poll. Did you know that Darius Cooks ate 90% of his meals from 7-Eleven while in Japan? 57% of you did know. 43% of you did not know. Yeah, that's what he did. This connoisseur of cuisines get his old limited ass palate over there in Japan and wouldn't even try to venture out every day. If I try something new, you might be able to copy some recipes from there. We definitely wouldn't know what you would. Well, yeah, we would. We would know. We know you stole it from over there. But he did mention a couple things like expect to see some kind of catfish. It was like a catfish hush puppy kind of thingamajig. Expect to see that because he was talking about it. I was like, oh yeah, he copied that. He was impressed. Then just a reminder that Darius Cooks cannot cook. The Darius Cooks that can't cook. What sense that make?
That's all I got left. So I'm gonna add some salt to that. Okay? It's a little adobo. I'm gonna sneeze. I might sneeze. Put you a little sazon in here, okay? Just go with me. I don't want to hear him out. Just go with me, okay? I know my grandmother don't use sazon. This is an adaptation, okay, of grandmama's recipe. Old Bay. Why? Because they got all the seasoning in there. Okay? Okay, throw you a little piece of smoked paprika in here. Put that in there, okay? Ooh. Jesus. Put you a little piece of lemon pepper. Okay?
I'm so zoned out, I didn't even know it stopped. I'm like, wait a minute, why I got quiet? Poll question I just put out. Did you know that Darius Cooks claimed to have once been a professional spoken word artist? And with that, Darius Cooks has now decided, I don't know if it's based on our video from last week we did the spoken word revelation of showing his old spoken word stuff. And all of a sudden his his newest cooking reel has spoken word in it. I'm like, I don't know what's happening here. He trolling the trolls. Watch this. If you're drinking, please put your viewer discretion, warning, put your drinks down. Don't be chewing in the moment because you might choke. This is hilarious.
So familiar brings back so many memories. My biggest lesson in humility wasn't taught, it was learned. For weeks, I'd watch her younger sister deny herself and selflessly give to my grandmother. In her dying days, no wish was left not granted. To see a bag full of groceries turn itself into not just a meal, but a lifeline. It was a bit of
a bag of groceries turned itself not into a meal, but a lifetime. A lifeline, I'm sorry. I gotta get the words. The bag of groceries turned itself not just into a meal, but to a lifeline. Oh, I thought, I just saw Precious Hearts. I thought they were tomatoes. You can do your finger snap emojis in the chat, or your tomatoes if you're throwing tomatoes at them, whichever you choose, or violins like Sugar Spice.
That sustain not just life, but hope. At this point, day by day and moment by moment, each bite wasn't just something to savor. It was the shared lifeline we all held on to. The paddle that steered the canoe within the murky waters of life, a direction that was unknown but necessary. Navigating high tide more than just twice a day, my Aunt Trina never wavered. She was chosen. She accepted, and she boldly finished the assignment. The white flag of completion still waves to this day as a reminder, albeit distant, of her staunch obedience. Recipes like this you can get from the Darius Cooks Plus app. Download it today from either the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store.
Oh, I just noticed he's promoting that old scamming ass app. The one with the fake reviews. I'm sorry, I gotta listen to it and break it down all the way through.
It's amazing how doing something so familiar brings back so many memories. My biggest lesson in humility wasn't taught, it was learned.
Now, the last time he talked about what wasn't taught but he learned was about dishonesty, and the men in his life only taught him how to have his integrity not match his morals, as long as no one ever found out. I forgot. That's what we found out. You learn how to be a scammer as long as nobody found out. You said it in your own words.
For weeks, I'd watch her younger sister deny herself and selflessly give to my grandmother. In her dying days, no wish was left not granted.
In her dying days, no wish was left ungranted. What is happening here?
To see a bag full of groceries turn itself into not just a meal, but a lifeline. It was...
that part is funny. The groceries didn't turn themselves. Well, I didn't know groceries could turn themselves. A bag of groceries could turn itself into anything, much less a meal or a lifeline. What?
A bit of sustenance that sustained not just life, but hope. At this point...
Lydia, a lot of you say, we got to listen to this again. What is wrong with you? I get pleasure out of it's so ridiculous. It's so funny. I have to break it down. I'm sorry. It can't be real. When I'm in disbelief, I have to like rewatch it because this can't be real.
Day by day and moment by moment, each bite wasn't just something to savor. It was the shared lifeline we all held on to. The paddle that steered.
This is the part that get me. The paddle that steered. Where the hell? How we get on a boat? I thought you was in the house cooking for your ailing grandmother. How we get on a boat?
The canoe within the...
On a canoe at that.
Murky waters of life, a direction.
That girl can't even swim. She afraid of the water. What's she talking about?
That was unknown but necessary. Navigating high tide more than just twice a day, my Aunt Trina never wavered. She was chosen. She accepted, and she boldly finished the assignment. The white flag of completion still waved.
The white flag of completion still waved. It's not well written either. It's not. I don't know. This is a bunch of word salad.
This day is a reminder, albeit distant, of her staunch obedience. Recipes like this you can get from the Darius Cooks Plus app. Download it today from either the Google Play Store.
Okay, we ain't got to do the commercial part of this. Hilarious. And mysteriously, we cover her spoken word grift, and then all of a sudden she want to put it in a cooking video. Okay. Have at it. Who's that? Batty's mama got the white flags. Please stop. It's over. Oh no, I'm sorry. No, I pulled this in. We got to listen to it because some people haven't heard it. I ain't gonna play much more than like 20, 30 seconds. But for those of you who didn't know, I'm closing out this poll. Did you know that Darius Cooks claimed to have once been a professional spoken word artist? 53% of you know this because we've done this. 47% of you may have missed that video, that live stream. I'll still be clipping these down eventually when I get some time to edit and the energy that matches. But for those who have not seen it, it does exist. We did a whole live stream on it, basically. Well, at least a segment or two. Here you go.
Made so in tune that God had to stop what he was doing and do a double take because the very thing you asked me for, I did the exact same prayers I prayed for all time. See, all I'm saying is you shall let me love you, and don't get me wrong. It's not that you're not with a good man, because you probably are. I'm just a better man for you.
You should let me love you. So he had a different voice back then for his spoken word. And now he's on a canoe, paddling his way towards redemption and groceries with a lifeline. Whatever the hell that is. Oh, thank you, Crooks. You just give us so much entertainment. Oh my God, Karma's a mother. Okay, ain't it? Karma is a mother effer. Oh, it is. Who knew 10 years ago when you did what you did that this would be your karma? Part of it, at least. Part of it. It's a lot more. So we move on to next poll question that is coming your way over on the YouTube side. Feel free to answer it over there on Instagram and Facebook because unfortunately the poll only works over here on the YouTube side. Poll question that I'm just putting out there is Darius Cooks a know-it-all? Is Darius Cooks a person who knows everything yet nothing at all at the same time? Is he a know-it-all? Do you see Darius Cooks claim that he knows things and is an expert in things and tells people things and he's dead wrong, but he is steadfast in his wrongness? Have you seen it multiple times? Hundreds, thousands, millions of times. Have you seen it? I have. Here's another example. Darius Cooks has been on this, did Japan, Tokyo, whatever it worked, Japan, Tokyo, and now Bali. And he has been, oh my God, he's in heaven because he's feeling like, oh my God, I know stuff. And he's constantly like he's educating his beehivers about his adventures and telling them about what it's like to be outside of the country because they don't know no better. None of them can travel. None of them got good sense. He's just telling them everything. Oh my God, you need to travel. Oh, this how you fly. And oh, this how, this go. And no, they ain't got this. And you need to be more sensitive to other people's culture. And I'm like, girl, you're a racist. What are you talking about? You insult other cultures all the time. So now he's in Bali and he gets on this live and he is telling them about the food there. Because he'd been there the first time he went there. I forgot how long he was there. Maybe a week or so, week and a half, maybe. That's when he committed his life there and invested in this restaurant and house. This is second time back. Now, all of a sudden, he's an expert on all things Bali, cuisine and everything else.
Sis, they don't have sweet potatoes over there. They don't have sweet potatoes over there. That's American stuff. They don't have that. What's up, Kendria? They don't have sweet potatoes. Eating like that, you're about to be a pencil. I know it's so good, though. I can't stop eating it. This how I like to eat. I can eat this kind of salad every day, all day. If you said, what's your favorite food? It's something like this. I don't need, because the other stuff be so heavy in your stomach. By the time you eat a wing, you be way down. You eat this, girl, you could soar like an eagle, child, go out these stairs and float on.
So Darius Cooks tells his Flying Monkey D-Hack followers that they don't have sweet potatoes over there in Bali. I was like, yeah, let me look this up. Let me look this one up. Looked it up. Like, I don't know. It's kind of common sense, this stuff to me. Hold on, man. That's switch sides. Hold on. Kind of common sense. But, you know, they ain't really got it. Obviously, because they keep following the scammer and they think that everybody who's exposing him is just a hater. Haters with receipts. So first I went to Chat GPT. I know it was Hey You There. I don't think Hey You There in the chat tonight. But Hey You There was saying a Chat GPT being accurate and blah, 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 this and that. I understand. I use it as a starting point, and then I can, you know, research out. But anyway, so I was like, let me do it this way because I do enjoy Chat GPT because it'll compile stuff for you. My question to Chat GPT, does Bali have sweet potatoes? Chat GPT responds, yes, Bali does have sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are grown in various parts of Indonesia, including Bali. They are a versatile and nutritious food source commonly used in Indonesian cuisine. In Bali, sweet potatoes can be found in local markets and are used in traditional dishes. Good enough. The proof of point. Oh, well, this plate. Huh? He said they don't have them. Didn't he say, hold on, I think there's more to it. I think I cut it off too quick because I was overhearing him talk.
Okay, wherever you got to go. Do they have purple Japanese sweet potato? Girl. They do not have sweet potatoes. I don't care what color. White, purple, orange, yellow, black, white, you gray. They do not have sweet potatoes here. Okay? They don't have.
Yeah, I forgot that part was in there. He just gonna lead them astray if they ain't got too good sense to realize lie after lie after lie. We did Chat GPT. Chat GPT said yeah. So I was like, look, let me confirm it for those who doubt the abilities of Chat GPT. So then I Google it. Google, I said, does Bali have sweet potatoes? Google responds, yes, Bali has sweet potatoes, also known as, I don't know, I'm going to butcher this word, but yuri, in Bali, that are rich in fiber, vitamins, and minerals. They are often purple with a light yellow inside. They're commonly cooked as curry or in kokla. They're also in Indonesian desserts made with coconut milk and sweet potatoes and sugar. Okay. So then I was like, well, let me do just a little bit more digging. Normally I don't do this much because, you know, we're doing commentary. I ain't got to be doing no deep dive. But I just said, let me do another little search. And I said, let me see if I can find the kind of sweet potatoes we used to over here, Black folks. Guess what I brought up? A website where you can order Bali Direct. There's a place in Bali Direct. Now, I didn't dig to see the location if they have physical stores. And they got store location. I didn't even notice that tab because y'all know I'd be pulling stuff. I'd be trying to get this done. It says it's got a tab for store locations. So they got stores called Bali Direct Store. Sweet potatoes. These are the kind we use. These are yellow ones. The orange ones. Y'all already know this. You can look at them, you can tell. 8,000 rupiah. What the hell is she talking about, y'all? She just say anything. Anything. Uninformed. The blind leading the blind. But it looks like she got her wake-up call, but they ain't gonna never call her out about it. Here's the moment she gets her wake-up call. Oh,
You know, they ain't got no sweet potatoes. Y'all got sweet potatoes in? I ain't see sweet potatoes at all.
Potato, we do, man.
But it's the white kind.
Yeah.
It's not yellow. Orange.
Yeah, we have the orange ones, the one that's sweet.
You have them?
We have.
Oh, we might be in.
What? Weren't you so adamant that they don't have the white, the yellow, the purple, the any kind? They don't have sweet potatoes, girl. Girl, they don't have sweet potatoes.
You know, they ain't got no y'all got sweet potatoes in? I ain't seen sweet potatoes at all.
Potato, we do, man.
But it's the white kind.
Yeah.
It's not yellow. Orange.
Yeah, we have the orange ones, the one that's sweet.
You have them?
We have.
Oh, we might be in.
Now, what I don't know, because I don't watch him like people think I do, I don't know the timeline of, I know he was laying in bed. I don't know if that's before he went out with Tommy, it was the next day or whatever, but that's Tommy in the background, the person who's answering his question, his business partner, aka who he wants to be his man. That's Tommy saying, yes, we do have that. Yes, yeah, we have all those colors. Yes, we do have them. Why they still listening to Darius? Well, part of it is they are not exposing themselves to the truth. So they don't know, many of them still don't know that he's been gaslighting them since he started this Bali lication. Not vacation, but lication. Since he started this Bali lication, they don't know he lied about them not having reels. I was talking to my therapist about it. She was like, I'm using a realtor currently because I'm looking for a place in Bali to go to next year. She was like, she had watched part of a video. She was like, I got to that part. She was like, I'm literally working with a realtor from Bali while I'm watching your video of him saying they don't exist in Bali. Lied about the realtor. We know lied about no permits being needed in Bali for anything. We got the sweet potatoes. I feel like it's something else, and it's been some stuff. It might be lying about the I don't want to get ahead of my show. Multiple things. And this is all coming off the top of my head. I got too many things going on right now. Multiple things has he lied about. Flat out lies. Flat out disproved like that. And they still just, oh, Master, huh? Hey, working Bali, huh? Master, what should we do, Master? Oh, that's so great that you over there in your location telling us how it works over there in Bali and in Japan, that we should go to 7-Eleven every day when we're in Japan. Oh, my God, it's ridiculous. Poll question, we're closing out. Is Darius Cooks a know-it-all? 89% of y'all say yes. 11% of y'all say no, because either you don't know because you are newer to the situation, or you are a part of the D-hacks, the D-hivers, the people with flying monkey behaviors, or the actual flying monkeys. And deplorables. Welcome. I guess y'all must be subscribed, but I don't know if it lets y'all take polls if y'all not subscribed. Then we move over to Darius Cooks outing with his favorite man, his brother, Tommy. So Darius Cooks was out with his brother, Tommy, and here's a video clip of that. And as I'm putting out there, just a poll question going out: is Darius Cooks ignorant and disrespectful of other cultures? This video I got to pull in because there wasn't enough space to add it in the beginning. What is it titled? There we go. Here we go. This is Darius Cooks in Bali out with Tommy. They are at a restaurant.
He knows everybody. So we go in this restaurant. We didn't even have plans to come here. We came here. He knows the head chef and he knows one of the sous chefs working in the restaurant. Okay? He knows everybody. So he was like, I said, well, do you think any of them are going to want to leave where they work to come work for you? And he was like, of course. And so I said, okay. I said, what they going to want? So he said, probably 15 million rupees, which is more than what they make here. 15 million rupees per month is $900 US per month. Done. Okay? Now, you know, the company is 90% mine. Well, I'm not going to make no decision without Tommy because he know what's going on. The man said $15. Done. So I don't think we're gonna have no problem finding real talent out here. He is definitely the plug. They called you the plug.
The plug.
The plug.
There's a whole nother piece to this whole thing with Bali and the economy and all of that Darius Cooks is clearly not aware of. And I have decided that I'm going to not keep saying, I'm not going to say everything. I already have shared more than I wanted to share. That could potentially give her tips of stuff she's missing. So I'm not going to share that now. I'll share it later once things start to move along. But he really thinks he's going to get over like a fat cat, and this ain't going to work out for him the way he thinks.
I've been trying to school him all day. Kaisha, what's up, girl? I've been trying to school him.
Right, LL Cool Dre is saying Tommy is introducing the mark to everyone. Yes, it's funny you say that because I thought the same thing as I was watching this. Like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Also, Darius Cooks is saying Tommy know everybody. So he's bragging about the fact that Tommy knows everybody, but he also said that Tommy leaves his money in his car in the center console. No one bothers Tommy's stuff. No one will steal Tommy's money out of his car. That's because Tommy knows everyone. The other question should be, why does Tommy know everyone? Is Tommy the kingpin? All kingpins don't dress and look like kingpins, for those of you who don't know.
All day on Black.
Right, Donna said he's talking like he's out on a date. He is grinning from ear to ear. The chiclet toilet teeth.
Culture, black music. We got a lot of work to do. When I first met him, I thought he was 100% black. He not. He never had cornbread.
So here's the poll question I have up, and this is the reason I put it up. Is Darius Cooks ignorant and disrespectful of other cultures? As you continue to watch this clip here, you see him acting like Tommy is in some way inadequate or unevolved because he doesn't know soul food. Well, how about you don't know his Indonesian culture the way that he knows it? He could flip that on you and start asking you a bunch of questions about Indonesian food and culture and all of that and make you seem like you're inadequate. But that's not what normal people do. And then on top of that, I hate I couldn't find the clip. Earlier this week, there was someone in his chat in one of the IG lives who was kind of making a sarcastic comment about the people of Japan or something. And he was like, you need to be more open-minded than that because your American mind can't conceive of that. And that's not appropriate. You got to be more open-minded when it comes to other people's cultures, blah, 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 this and that. But then you watch a conversation like this, where you're like, this dude is oblivious to the fact that he is insulting Tommy and treating him as if he's less than because he doesn't know American culture, which he is not from America, has never been to America. So why would he know all of this stuff about America? Why would he know our cuisine in that way? But then I got another point. I hope I didn't miss it. Because there's something else he says in here that then doesn't make some things align or make a lot of sense. But that happens a lot with this whole Bali lication that he's on.
He never had biscuits. He never had smothered chicken. He never had smothered cabbage. He never had watermelon chow chow. You have fried pork chops?
I do.
Southern fried pork chops?
Fried pork chops.
With the batter on them? He never had fried pork chops.
Different types.
He never had fried pork chops. He never had candy yams.
He gonna go down the list of every African American dish. He ain't never had mashed potatoes with gravy. He ain't never had corned beef hash. He ain't never had a pizza puff. He ain't never had a meatball sub. He ain't never had a Philly cheesesteak. He's not from America. Idiot. Oh my God. Am I the only one who's irritated by this whole conversation? I needed to show it to y'all, but this is some lowbrow bullshit. But I had to show it to y'all still.
He never had real macaroni and cheese.
He's still going. I thought we were done.
Not Kraft, not stuff on the counter, 100% bake. He said, you bake it?
Wow, could you imagine going to a different country across the world and they prepare food and have different cuisines? Oh my God, this is shocking. But she's supposed to be so well traveled. What? But I told y'all, even when we were friends and stuff and we went to Jamaica, she was insulting to the people of Jamaica. We went to that restaurant. We were in there. I can't even remember what he ordered, but he told, and I think we weren't, none of us was like thinking the food was amazing, but it was okay. He told the people in the restaurant, as I think the owner was a lady, I do remember that. And I think she was the owner. She was also waiting on us. And she came by and she was asking like how things were going, et cetera, et cetera. And we're in the village. We're not in the tourist area, y'all. We like in the inner where the people at. This fool tells them that the food tastes like dirt. I am not lying. I am not exaggerating. I am not forgetting the word that he used, because for years, my friends and I would talk about it. Like we're all like, gasp. We're in Jamaica, fool. We have a tour bus driver. Like, you know, you rent the little vans and stuff and you got your group of people get in the van. This random taxi driver guy then brought us to his favorite restaurant because we like take us in, you know, take us where the people at. Not where the tourists go. Take us where the people at, where the people of Jamaica go. He brought us to a restaurant he thought was great. So these people he know. They give people money. If you bring a tour bus by, we give you, 10% of what they got or $5 or whatever they give them. He told them people that they food tastes like dirt. Man, you don't know. I was like, okay, I can't be traveling with you. You're going to get us lynched. Craziness. So she's always been ignorant. And even back then, he's traveled way more now since then, but he hasn't evolved because mentally he has stuff wrong with him. Mentally, there's a superiority complex that causes him to think he's better than people, even when he is the minority in that culture. You should be adapting to them, not them adapting to you. How fucking conceited must you be to think you can go to a whole other country and they must adapt and figure out your culture and adapt to how you are. And if they don't know your stuff, it's laughable. Meanwhile, you don't speak the language. You couldn't prepare their food. You over there right now, he on live making soul food in Bali. Expand your horizons, crooks. Learn how to cook some of their cuisine. The problem is you can't cook that well. You've been practicing the same collard greens and chicken on a stick for 20 years because you're not that skilled. You're not a chef. You're a home cook. That's why you're afraid to venture out to different cuisine. Hack.
He said, nope, not black. She said, your whole life finna change.
His whole life finna change. Tommy's whole life is finna change. Tommy's still in his home country. How his whole life about to change? Darius Cooks the one trying to move to his country.
His whole life. They said, what? You gotta get him right, D. I got him. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna take good care of him. You know that.
I see your message, Ladia. Yeah, Vail, watch your language. It's not Patreon. I know, friend, but it's this type of stuff. Ignorance on this level annoys the F out of me because how do you go to a different country? I don't like people to think they're better than anybody. That's number one, period. Point blank, period. But when you've also traveled, and I've traveled a lot and been in environments, knowing that your culture, just because you're used to your culture, doesn't make your culture superior to any other culture. We're all equal. It's based on where you're raised. It's based on how you grew up. Nobody's culture is better than anybody else's culture. So how dare you go somewhere and treat this man and I'm not saying you can't share, you should. He should share our culture. Tommy should be sharing his culture, but it shouldn't be mine is better. You ain't had no fried pork chop with the breading on it. Oh my God. Oh, you ain't had no macaroni and cheese baked. Oh my God, we got to change your life. Like something's like he's inferior. That stuff. Sorry, Ladia. Thank you for the reminder, friend. That ish pisses me off. It's horrible.
They said you in for a real treat. I hope he likes it. I'm gonna make the biscuits. I'm gonna do it all Sunday morning. But she has Rolaids. He don't need that. What about Kool-Aid? He never had real Kool-Aid.
I hope so, Angel. Tommy is gonna have the last laugh. I hope so. I've wavered back and forth whether Tommy is just happy to get a little bit of anything or if he's just really, really good at his job of grifting or scamming.
He never had real Kool-Aid. And you know, I went to HEB before I left. I got tropical punch, cherry, grape, orange, lemonade, strawberry, and pineapple. He talking about some, we have sugar. They don't sell granulated sugar here. You know, the refined sugar, they don't have that. Oh. Yes, you can take it. No, I'm good, thank you. Peach cobbler, you never had peach cobbler?
Nah.
Oh, Lord. Oh, y'all, let me find some peaches for the band, okay? He never had peach cobbler.
Oh, he ain't never had peach cobbler. His life is not fulfilled. He lives in a country where that's probably too sweet and diabetic inducing for him anyway. His palate might not be able to take it. Hell, even when I eat, I got a little leftover peach cobbler from last week, but that's a whole nother story. I'm gonna eat some tonight. But even a peach cobbler for me too goddamn sweet now. This man from a country with healthier eating.
Lord have mercy.
Give me some red drink.
We don't even call it red drink. He don't know about peach cobbler, y'all. What does he eat? Balinesian food? Nasi goreng? Mie goreng?
Yes, sir.
Stuff you don't know about? He not hood raised? No, he not raised in the hood, doc. He not in love. He not being raised. They said poor baby.
Poor baby. Because he's in a country. Are we poor babies because we're living here and we may not be exposed to Indonesian food? Because shouldn't Darius Cooks have already been over there knowing how to cook Indonesian food, knowing what everything is called without having to ask Tommy anything? But Tommy the poor baby. Darius Cooks the one in a foreign land. Y'all see how they do it though. The D-hags, they, Master, you so glad you was able to go over there and save that Indonesian man because he don't know what good food is. Like what? Oh my God, it's horrible.
Mama Karen, come get your other son over here.
Right, Bruce. Exactly, Bruce. Crooks over there acting like a colonizer. What the hell? You a pilgrim?
Okay? You're gonna have a lot of mothers too. A lot of mothers, a lot of aunties. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I'm listening to Tommy. I'll rewind that a little bit. I'm listening to Tommy and he's like, oh, really? Because Darius Cooks is trying to tell him he's being indoctrinated into the family, the D-Hag family. And now he's gonna be nephew Tommy. It's truly a cult, y'all. And listen to the way he talk about it, but I don't know Tommy well, I don't know him at all, but I'm trying to get to know him through this saga. And I can't quite tell if Tommy really with it or he just placating to just get to the end of this grift.
Being raised, they said poor baby. Mama Karen, come get your other son over here. Okay? You're gonna have a lot of mothers too. A lot of mothers, a lot of aunties. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. No refined sugar, let's say about Americans, that we love refined sugar.
Again, somebody in the, every once in a while you get a flying, D Hagger, because all of them ain't flying money, but D Hagger over there who says something with good sense, like they don't even have enriched sugar. So what does that say about us? Meaning that they eat healthier over there. And he's like, that we like refined sugar. It's not a good thing for you. But I guess he's taking them old shots now. He don't care, the Ozempic shots. He think that's gonna be his solution.
He sound good. He's also married.
Hope it lock up his bowels. I heard one of the side effects is it'll lock up your bowels. Oh well. May the Lord have his way.
Married. Calm down. Yep, he's also married. How long you been married?
3 years.
3 years. How much y'all been together for a long time?
Oh yeah.
How long? They've been together for 10 years, married for 3. Calm down. All right, he's not interested. Okay. Here's a lovely wife. Put that thing on ice, all right? Thank you very much. All right. I gotta protect him at all costs. No, he's coming to the U.S. I'm taking him around. I'm taking him to Buc-ee's. Look, Auntie Steph right here. Hey, nephew Tommy. Oh, really, nephew Tommy? So what you don't know, so he doesn't know about Tommy Ford from Martin, FYI. Even though his name is Tommy Ford, he don't know about Tommy Ford from Martin. No idea. And there's a popular DJ, disc jockey at the radio station. You know Steve Harvey?
I know Steve Harvey.
Okay, Steve Harvey has a nephew.
All right.
His nephew was on the radio with him.
Okay.
His nephew's name is Tommy. So, nephew Tommy. And as a sign of respect, people who are older, who follow me, we call them auntie if they're a woman, or uncle if they're a guy. Right? So it's a sign of respect. We say auntie so-and-so, uncle so-and-so.
Right.
So,
yeah, because we know Darius Cooks is all about respecting his followers. We see that all the time. You know, I'm over here taking notes of how respectful he is. I'm like, I gotta learn to stop calling y'all all kind out y'all name. Because he's so respectful of his followers. It's the gaslighting. They calling each other nephew and auntie and all of that and mama. But then also in the next sentence, you bitches, you hoes, you stupids. It's like, Jesus. It's emotional abuse, but it's a cult. It's a cult.
because you are now with me and they're older, you're now nephew Tommy. You get it? Okay.
Yes, sir. I get it.
Okay. Well, let me tell you, I will tell you this part. I'm a little nervous about whether or not he's going to actually enjoy the food because he has an Eastern palate. He doesn't have a Western palate like we do. You know what I'm saying?
So Darius Cooks, I don't know how much of that got out in this. I'll be in and out of these videos when I'm planning for y'all. But Darius Cooks' plan is this coming Sunday, Bali time. He's going to cook Tommy a soul food meal, baked macaroni and cheese, you know, all the fiction. I guess I'm sure he's gonna have collard greens. He put that in everything. And whatever else, and that biscuits and something else he was naming. So he's gonna make this meal for Tommy for him to taste all of this soul food for the first time in his life. And now he's saying, well, one of his fears is if Tommy might not like it because his palate is different. So why are you asking him and acting like because he hasn't had many of these American soul food at that American meals that something's wrong with him and he's inadequate? Why did you even go down that route with that conversation?
I'm afraid he may not even like it. Well, I can show him photos of peach cobbler, but he don't know what peach cobbler is. I gotta make that. Auntie Carolyn checking in. Hey, Auntie Carolyn. Yeah, Tommy with no job. Yeah. He don't know. If you call me Auntie, I'm following. We cousins. What's up, cousin Dolores? She makes cakes. She bakes. And you never had pound cake, like real pound cake? No, you don't know what the hell that is.
No idea what pound cake is. Pound cake.
And he's rolling his eyes at Tommy because Tommy, who is not from America, doesn't know what pound cake is. Not like Tommy's from America and should know what pound cake is, But Tommy's not even from this country, and he's rolling. Oh my God, I don't know what pound cake is. Girl.
She makes all types of cake. She's a baker,
Right.
but she makes this.
Can you imagine the other insulting conversations that are happening between Crooks and Tommy outside of these IG lies? Imagine the level of disrespect that Tommy has been experiencing thus far. But we know that there's money attached to Darius Cooks, so I'm sure he's grinning and bearing with it. But I really would love to be a fly on the wall to know how Tommy really feels about Darius Cooks at this point. Because at this point, he's truly showing his colors. He's already ripped apart Tommy's original idea for the menu for the restaurant. And he's like, oh my God, I got to help him with this menu because he got this and that, and ain't nobody finna eat that, da-da-da. He's in it again. You want to see a situation where Darius Cooks fall apart? Getting a business deal with him. This is going to not end well. That I can guarantee because he's going to be in a business deal. Now, I don't know culturally how much of a tolerance that Tommy will have for the shenanigans and the scamming and all of that. That I don't know because culturally I don't have an expertise with that. If Tommy was an American, I can 100% guarantee you. Now I'm going to say I'm about 98% sure that this is going to end poorly. If he was American, I'd be 100%. But culturally, I just don't know what his tolerance level is going to be.
5 flavor pound cake. She lives in Little Rock, Arkansas. Are you familiar? No.
Arkansas, yeah.
Okay. She lives there, and it's delicious. She's amazing.
Shout out to her.
A lot of people that follow me can actually cook. Like, they follow me because they like food, but they do good in the kitchen. They burn it. Yeah, they do good. I'm 48. Does that make me Tommy's auntie? Maybe grandmama's youngest daughter. Because Tommy is 30. No, he's 38. He's 38. I'm your favorite cousin Cherry. Hey, cousin Cherry. This is so weird that people from other places don't know what we eat and vice versa. Yeah. It is. But this is the beauty of it all.
Flyman. It's so crazy that people in other countries don't have the same cuisine as us. Never mind that the earth is big and huge and round and things grow differently in different places. The agriculture is different, but it's odd that we wouldn't have all the same foods everywhere you go. These people are hilarious. Now do y'all see how he ends up with the type of followers he got? That's so odd. Okay.
They said, tell Tommy to get your stretchy pants. Now listen, I'm gonna make a spread for him, all right? Smothered cabbage with the onion, bell pepper, and the bacon. I'm gonna do macaroni and cheese. I'm gonna do smothered chicken, fried pork chops. See if I can find me some fish to fry with a little hot sauce. I'm gonna see, okay? Candy yams. I might do a little melted Brussels sprout, something like that. You see what I'm saying? So we're gonna do a spread. Watermelon chow. I might do a little peach cobbler, put it in the oven. I got a little cognac at the house. You see what I'm saying? Make the curry catfish. I gotta find curry powder over here. Oh, shrimp and grits. You never had that?
Nah.
He never had shrimp and grits, y'all. He never had shrimp and grits. Ever.
Right, Don. What's the point of bringing up at what foods Tommy has never had? And he continues to do it.
Ever. So I am going to make him shrimp and grits on Sunday.
Okay, that was enough torture of that segment. Yeah. I'm kind of speechless at this point. I've kind of got on my soapbox. That was ooh. Closing out this poll question: do you think that some still processing it too because it's so ignorant. Like it doesn't sound like the conversation from a person who is so well traveled as Darius Cooks claims to be. And I do know he travels. I'm gonna say he don't. I know he loves to travel. But I think what it really speaks to is what I said earlier. The fact that he is so self-absorbed that with all of the traveling that he's done, and he's done a ton of it, he has not evolved because it's always about him. Whereas the more I've traveled, the more I've evolved, the more tolerant I became of, because I grew up in America. So yes, I grew up thinking that people that didn't speak our, when I was younger, people that didn't speak our language, I would kind of be like, well, what's wrong with them? Why they need to learn the language? Kind of, that American mindset. Then I went and traveled to, I can't remember. I think first place I went out of the country might have been Africa, maybe. Go to Africa and I'm like, they speaking 5-6 languages. And here I am looking like the idiot. So being on the opposite side and then going to Mexico and all of that, and being on the opposite side, you get to see, no, that's just your ignorant perspective, that you feel like you're in some way better than somebody else. That's what broke me away from all of that frame of mind. But he still has it as much as he's traveled. He still has it. And the watcher say he's so condescending. Yes. Closing out this poll, do you think that Darius Cooks is attracted to or in love with his business partner, Tommy? 77% of y'all saying yes, 23% of y'all like, no, I'm that kind of friend that people always tell me I miss all the signs. Like, so-and-so liked you. You didn't know that? You didn't think when they was rubbing your thigh, they liked you? Y'all them kind of people. Because I don't know, it's written, it's written all over his face. He don't have to say a word. Y'all remember that song? Tommy, do you know that song? No, it's not. It's an R&B song. Tommy, do you know that song? This is so fucking ridiculous. Okay, we right, Nicole driving the Rude Boys. We it's so ridiculous. This poll question, I had took a picture because I needed to move to the next poll while the video was playing. But poll question was, is Darius Cooks ignorant or disrespectful to other cultures? 99. Oh wow, I'm surprised. 99% of you say yes, he is ignorant and disrespectful towards other culture. I did not expect that. Interesting. Y'all right. Y'all right. I'm glad to see we're here. We're here. That's beautiful. I love when that happens. Rare, but I love when it happens. So our last segment of this live stream is gonna take a little minute anyway. We're still gonna be a little 2.5 hours look like. Darius Cooks was on his IG lives, laying in the bed. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Laying in the bed, and he ended up getting on the live with one of his followers, aka also a person he's become friends with. And she happens to be a DJ. Her name is Jill, whatever. She's a DJ in Miami. So they get on and they have an interesting conversation where we get some details about, because Darius is explaining his whole Bali experience as far as how it all went down, etc. So I'm gonna just get it started because I'm gonna stop and go.
And take it. We gon' fight. Oh, Jill Tracy. Oh, wait, but she get on here. Okay, there you go. I think once you get on here, you can't change no more.
Hey, sunshine.
Not you. It's morning time over there.
Yeah, I'm at work.
Yeah, it's nighttime over here.
I know. Yo, wait a minute. Yesterday, I came on your live and I was like, did he just say he's in Bali and he's about to open a restaurant? I got on the phone with Jason. I was like, Jason, I think we got to go to Bali.
Yeah, you got to come.
We got to go for my birthday.
Yeah.
Wait, so I caught the tail end of it. So you're opening a soul food restaurant in Bali.
Yeah, so I came here in January. Perfect story. I came here in January on vacation. First time ever. Met this guy, fell in love with his personality.
Who voted that Darius Cooks ain't in love or attracted to Tommy? He just said fell in love with his personality. And what else? And what else, Crooks? So just a little backstory on this, and you'll because I didn't know this woman. I've never seen her on any of his lives, but she explains that you find out about their history through this conversation. But what you can also see is that she is another. This is another segment, and when I do the cult deep dive, when I do the deep dive of the D-Hive cult, this is part of what will be in there as well. Is the different segments of the D-Hags, and you have some who are like her that she'll admit that she hasn't been watching Darius Cooks consistently. She just happens to dip in and dip out. So she misses him admitting to being a childhood thief. She misses all these lies that he's told about no realtors in Bali, no permits needed, they don't have sweet potatoes, all of these things. She misses those sort of things and catches the highlights and thinks that then all the other stuff that's being said about him is not true because she's catching the love bombing periods. So the last time she dipped in, she had just heard last week, I think she was saying, she had just heard a couple of days ago, she had just heard that he was opening a restaurant in Bali. Well, he's been talking about that now since January. It's April. She's so out of the loop that she don't know that. This is how they miss, and she's not the only one. It's a segment of them who fall in that category where they miss it. And then they just hear him and his retorts, and they like, oh, they lying on you. Oh, okay, I ain't know what was happening with that. And they only hear his explanation. She's one of those. So she ain't knowing all the lies that we've been debunking. Ain't seen enough that she probably could debunk some of this herself. So she just going with it. And this woman is a radio DJ out of Miami.
Become a staunch entrepreneur. Stop
Right.
me when you gotta do your announcement.
No, I'm done. It's 10 o'clock.
Okay, yo, you're in your office.
Newscast.
You're not in the studio. You're in your office.
Yeah, I'm in my office.
I recognize.
KW, stay tuned. You're actually about to get the full explanation of how Darius Cooks met Tommy from his own words. That was another reason why I pulled this clip for tonight. He breaks it down from A to Z because what's her name again? Kim, what was her name? Jill was also unaware of all of this. And so he explains it to her.
That I said right there.
Okay.
So no, and so it was just a random conversation in the backseat of his car, and I wasn't even supposed to be with him. We just were with him because we were the last three, black people, last three, and there was no more room. So we get in the car with him. Come to find out, girl, talking to him is like talking to somebody. He was trained by a black chef from Alabama. He has this southern drawl when he talks.
So this the part I couldn't remember which clip this was in or whatever. Is this thing on? Hold on. We need full V for this one. Didn't Darius Cooks just go down a whole list of things that were American, aka Southern soul food cuisine, and none of it did Tommy seem aware of, knowledgeable of, experienced with, had ever tried? All of a sudden, Tommy's story, there's a hole there. The foundation seems a little shaky. Because Tommy, how were you trained by a person from America who's Southern? And you don't know none of that. Now some may say, because we don't know, I'm just going off what's being said, maybe he trained Tommy in Indonesian cuisine. Maybe. But why would it be emphasized that this man was American and Southern? You have somebody who was American and Southern, unless he just only specialized in Indonesian food. But supposedly this is who trained Tommy. But Tommy ain't familiar with the basic soul food dishes. Basic ones. Baked mac and cheese, He said pork chops or whatever, peach cobbler, whatever. That was like something. I mean, a lot of stuff ain't adding up. Y'all know what I'm saying, because we've been saying a ton of stuff that ain't adding up. But this just seems like another thing that's not adding up. Okay, Marianne, I see you. Thank you. But this seems like another thing that's not. Am I the only one? I'll put a poll out while we watch the rest. Am I the only one? I was like, huh? Wait, that's now not making sense. He was instructed by a person who is from the South and he don't know nothing about Southern food, like nothing.
He has an affinity to Black culture, Black music. He knows a lot of songs. I introduced him this trip to Anita Baker. He doesn't know. He didn't know. And me and Mrs. Jones.
Got a thing going on.
He said, is this song about cheating? And everybody loves it. I said, if this song comes on and Sweet Love,
Yeah.
I said, every Black person in America stops what they're doing. Okay? Especially when, Lord, you call it as my name.
Thank
Baby,
you.
I feel no shame. I'm in love. Baby, we sing. Baby, we sings it. So anyway, long story short, ended up saying if it's a soul food spot come, he said, man, it would be amazing. And he just lit up and was like, it's got to be 24 hours. It's got to have a dance. Like he has all this stuff, and he helps all these other restaurants get started. Right? He just doesn't make enough money to do his own thing.
Right.
So that's what we have. So yeah, so I am 90. Before I left, we signed contracts. We started the company. I got the land, everything. Okay. So he's 90%. I'm 90%. He's 10% of the business. And he runs his own like cooking. It's not his own. He does it at this restaurant.
Mhm.
I said, I tell you what, get this off the ground, and then we're going to open 3 Bali cooking schools. Right, one in Chengdu, one in Seminyak, one in Ubud. I will underwrite it. Right, I'll fund it. Just give me 40%. That's it.
Right.
He said, deal.
Because now you created your own farm team.
Listen, then I told him, I said, hold on one second. I said, with the personality you got to get on these live streams with me, Doc. I said, we got to do the best of both worlds tour in America. Right? 7 courses like Donna with Darius Cooks. Bring your Tupperware, take your leftovers. 3 from him, 3 from me, but it's a fusion of all the flavors together. We have to. Then I said,
oh my
Tommy,
goodness.
Do y'all see? And I don't know this woman, so I'll be trying to hold back on these people who are just, pawns in his game. And so Jill is obviously one of them, and I don't know her, so I don't want to get the dragon, but I will point out flying monkey behavior in the sense of everything. Oh my God, you're so wonderful. You're so amazing. Oh my God. Like everything, no matter what he says. These are all people that feed his ego. His whole cult feeds his ego. But you just see this placating to everything he says. He's so perfect. And look at him just cheesing. She ain't saying, she ain't even question. You went to Bali for the first time, and within 3 days, you had a contract with somebody. And she like, ooh, that was God. Oh my God, that was God. Okay. It's also scamming. That's how scamming works.
Have to write a cookbook. We have to write a cookbook.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Then the other thing is he also owns a glass company. Right? He takes trash from the beach and turns it into glasses. And he then sells the glasses to like restaurants and hotels.
Oh, wow.
I said, listen, hold on. I said, I don't know how this works, but I need to figure out, you need to make about 10,000 glasses and or 10,000 sets of glasses. And we got to get these in America because, this is another revenue stream. So I'd already planned out his next 10 years of his life.
Wow. I love that.
Yeah.
Did Darius Cooks just have the level of arrogance to say that he has planned out the next 10 years of Tommy's life? A man he just met now, I think it's been 2 months ago, but let's just put it this way. A man he hasn't even spent a full week with yet, and as far as time, he didn't plan that man, grown man, 38-year-old man, married, 38-year-old married man's life for the next 10 years. What? What person has the audacity to say they planned another grown person's? People don't even say that about their adult children. Well, healthy people don't even say that about their grown children. Oh, I done planned out my kids' whole next 10 years. What?
And we got to get these in America because, this is another revenue stream. So I'd already planned out his next 10 years of his life.
Wow.
She ain't question that at all. Wow.
Love that.
Yeah.
She loves that.
He really already planned out. What are the chances being in a mostly Hindu Muslim nation, 10% are Christian, and he is a Christian?
Yeah. Love it.
That stuff get some of y'all Christians every time. Let somebody say they're Christians. Oh, okay, I trust you. What? Darius Cooks is supposed to be a Christian too. He was a Christian when he was a kid, stealing in the church out of the purses. Christians still, just in case y'all didn't know, newsflash, is this thing on? Christians still too, just in case y'all didn't know.
When I saw it, I was like, okay, only Darius. But I just envisioned the whole thing like you were there and you're like, ooh, this would be fabulous for.
Yeah, well,
the whole thing mapped out.
No, let me tell you how tripped out it was. So we were going to look at the land. There's land everywhere, but you can't buy land. You can only lease land for like 25 years. Mm-hmm. So we were going to this other spot, but
I didn't check that. I didn't check that Crooks fact about you can only lease up to 25 years. That I don't know. But if any of you know, put it in the chat. But Darius Cooks claims that you can only lease land in Bali up to 25 years. That's what he just said. Everything else been a lie, but I don't know for sure.
I saw this and I said, hey, what about this place right here? He said, oh, well, let's stop and let's see. So we stopped, we called, and it was available, right? So we go meet the son.
Now, I'm going to rewind that part a little bit, but Darius Cooks said in another live, and again, it's so much footage of this lication that he's on, Bali lication, that I cannot keep track of all of it and actually put shows together and come live. But I know he said in another live that Tommy is the one who pointed out the land. Now in this story, he's saying that he is the one who pointed out the land. What? The math ain't mathing.
And let's see. So we stopped, we called, and it was available, right? So we go meet the son. You got to meet the family. You got to sit on the porch, take your shoes off, drink. It's a whole custom, child. It's over here you send a text message, deal done. You know what I mean? Over there, right. You got to go bow.
They got to vet you.
Yeah, you got. So we wait for the father to come home.
Uh-huh.
And, they talking their language, girl. I don't understand. I'm listening for my name. I don't know what they talking about. But they back and forth, laughing. Right. I mean, they're having a full. I'm just sitting there looking like, girl, a bump on the log. You understand me? So listen. So the father comes in with the scooter and this gray security shirt and these little dingy pants. And I said to myself, now wait a minute, sir. This deal is about to be quite a bit of money, like $200,000 to get this land. Y'all have no money. This don't look like it's nothing to me. I can't, normally you got a diamond on your hand or something, He says to me, he laughs. Tommy, my business partner, he laughs. He says, this is actually the police chief of Bali. I said, wait a minute. You mean to tell me we finna rent the land from the police chief of Bali? God, thank you for securing this for me. Because I'm like, I don't know these people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But this is the police chief. And let me tell you how cool he was. He said, we could do this. He said, but a couple of things. One, before I say yes, I have to see a contract between you two stating that I am the owner, not Tommy, because Tommy lives here. You know what I'm saying? So I said, okay, cool. Not a big deal. We're going to get that done. We got it done, notarized everything.
So we went over this before, but some of you, everybody can't watch everything. I'm aware of that, and I don't take offense. So for those of you who missed it, last week, I think that was, we broke down that Darius Cooks claims that one of the fellas in this photo here is the owner of the land, aka the chief of police. In the caption here, wow, can I read? I hope it ain't too small. Says from left to right, the landowner, the architect, and the construction company, my local business partner and me, the investor. Here's a fun fact in Bali. Only locals can buy land. Everyone else has to lease the land. Now that part is true. They do a 25-year, 25-year leases. That part we don't know. I didn't research that. We negotiated to $1,000 a month for the land to build both my American style home and my new restaurant. It will cost at most a whopping $100K. Now we know it's already at $250K. They ain't even broke ground yet. In the States, that's damn near the cost of your down payment. Yeah, Bali me, please. So that's Darius Cooks saying that the man to the your far left is the landowner, who is also the chief of police from what he says. Well, when you Google the chief of police for Bali, that person's name is, well, you know, I ain't even tried his name, but it doesn't show up as this person. So the new Bali chief of police, he was born in Bali in 1966, graduated from Indonesian Police Academy in 1991. This is a man here. And does this look like this man is outfitted in military garb? Does this look like somebody who would be coming in looking dingy, as Darius Cooks says? Shouldn't it be a sign to you that Indonesia is not completely undeveloped? Wouldn't this be how you would expect a chief of police of such a place to look? Not like this guy here all the way in the corner to the left. He looked like he might come in on a scooter with some dingy clothes on. But the chief of police of Bali don't. I don't even think he'd be on a scooter. I think he'd be in a car, just like that. Darius Cooks says his intuition tells him, now this ain't looking right. Y'all don't even look like y'all got no money. A man who looks like this ain't looking like a man who ain't got no money, no Bali money. A fool and his money will soon depart.
And he said you have to put an altar in the front so God can bless the business.
Amen.
Consider it done. Then he said if you hire any Hindu, you have to have a room, a place for them to pray.
For them to pray.
Done.
Yeah.
Done. So that's how it worked. That's how that's how it happened. And now I'm back here for a month, like just,
wait a minute,
you know, getting acclimated.
When I heard you say it was the other day, I jumped in and out, and you said something about 28 days. I still got 28 days, and I was like, "What the hell has he gone down there and bought?"
Yeah.
So, and then I soul food fusion. I was like, and I called Jason. I was like, "We got to go to Bali."
Yeah.
I don't know when. I don't know when it's gonna open, but we do it for both of our birthdays.
So
when
and listen,
you are walking in your gift.
Well, this is what I was gonna say. If even if I do this and lose it all, I got to see.
I've also noticed that Darius Cooks has started to adjust some of his rhetoric regarding this whole situation. Now he's saying, well, even if I lose it all, because based on after our video, even if I lose it all, at least I just got a chance to see if this was actually, in fact, too good to be true. He knows it's too good to be true, but he's so hell-bent on money and grifting that he like, I got to take a chance. I got to take a chance. Oh my God, this would be so much money if it does work out. So I'm going to take a chance.
I have to see.
Mm-hmm.
I have to see. I cannot not see. Girl, all the way over here, I got
Bali.
Okay. And listen, this man has helped countless restaurants open. He's like a chef consultant, right? So he knows what he's doing. I just think he just don't make enough money to open up his own because it's really costly. You know what I'm saying? And the wages are super low here. But I mean, he's helped And then they showed me the balance sheet at this restaurant making 12 million a year, this restaurant 20 million. I said, oh, I got to see. I got to see. I got to
Oh,
see. I got to see. I'm sorry. If I do this and lose it all, I'm gonna come down there to Hollywood, Florida, and sleep on your couch.
thank you.
You know what I mean? I got to pay.
You
I
know it.
have to see.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because you have aligned your purpose, like, and you have not ventured off track.
I feel that.
Yep.
I feel that.
And that, yes, and everything that comes with that, you accepted that this is part of the walk.
Right.
Okay, fine. I
that.
won, I lost. I won, I lost when I
Right.
still.
Right.
Yep.
But then you don't, either way you don't stop.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
you really don't stop when you win. But
Right.
you have to keep the same momentum even when you lose. But is it really a loss?
No, it is a I think it's a whisper from the Lord.
Yeah.
It's a course correction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't believe in like losing. I don't believe in like a failure.
Right.
That is Darius Cooks starting to, he has to start laying the foundation. He's digging, he's measuring out how big this narrative spin is gonna have to be. He's plotting out the lines on the floor plan. Now he's digging the trenches for the foundation of how he's gonna spin this story. If it does in fact turn out to be the scam that it looks like it is. It looks like it. So he's already setting the foundation for, if it doesn't go right, at least it was an experience. Because I don't believe in failures. So when it doesn't go right, remember I told y'all, this is about lessons learned. I'm rich anyway. That's nothing for me. Some of y'all, that be y'all life savings. But I got money. I'm rich. He's going to spin the narrative. Look at what I got to do. I got to enjoy myself. Do you know how beautiful Bali is? Do you know how many times I just opened up my balcony doors and let the wind gust in, and from the rain, and watching the palm trees fly? And you know God was speaking to me with every sway of the palm tree. That money didn't mean nothing, because the light of God was on me all while they was taking it. I would pay 100 times over to have the spiritual experience I had while I was getting scammed in Bali. He would do that. And they'd be like, oh, preaching, Darius, oh my God, that should be a sermon, Darius. I've seen it. I've seen him do it. It's magical. So he's already setting the foundation for that. Trust me when I say.
I believe in like redirection. I believe in realignment.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in the area of opportunity, but I just don't look at it as going, I lost. Because I didn't.
No, because when you get to the other side of it, it's like, oh, that's what that shit was for. Okay,
Exactly.
thank you.
Exactly. Exactly. And then you move on with so much more, right?
Yeah.
Which is why I'm like the value you get from moving forward and not doing what you thought you would do is so much more valuable than never doing anything at all.
It is, and it's so funny that we're in these two spaces, because like I am now about to jump. I'm at that spot where it's like you're gonna either jump or drown.
Yeah.
So what you gonna do?
And drowning is not an option.
And I'm telling you, and then like 2 days after the like realization, I'm watching your ass in Bali.
Yeah. Well,
hey Lord.
Yeah. Well, I was in Tokyo last week. I was in Tokyo. I was in Tokyo for a week just to go and see what's.
Do you share? Because I get you. I mean, we're family at this point. But what have you like focused on? Because your book is coming. Your book.
Mm-hmm.
Do you focus?
So she's that was a prophetic moment in her mind that she's saying that Darius Cooks biography is coming. She's like, yeah, because your book is coming. Your book. I would love for her to create a book, because I would love for that publisher to come right behind and be like, tap, 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 Vail, you want to do unauthorized bio? Sure do. Sure do. Oh, I got so much to tell y'all. And tons of receipts to go with it. You can tell she don't really follow him. She's become more of an associate. Now, you know she ain't no real friend either, because he gave a list of his friends a couple of weeks ago when he was trying to say, y'all ain't never seen me hang out with Jeremy. Jeremy wasn't a real friend. You know, his friends that can come to your house and go in the fridge. Jeremy wasn't at that level. Jeremy wasn't even at the number 2 level. Hell, Jeremy was barely 3. Jill falls in that category. She just don't know it yet. Let them fall out. She'll learn. But they won't fall out because he won't have business interactions with her. She's a fan who's become a person he got to know on a personal level. And she's a radio DJ in Miami, which is how he probably met her. So she benefits him.
On that moment when it's, you know, it's jump or stay here. Do you know what I'm saying? And the power that you get, because it's power and weakness all at the same time. One part of you is like, you know, a bird in the hand.
Yeah.
And the other one is like, but if you don't test your wings, you'll never fly.
Yeah. So you start to develop a rhythm in life, I feel like. And the rhythm, and when you first start is difficult. So this is not, I'm telling you this having done it multiple times. Right. And here's the thing about what I'm going to say. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. Whenever you get the nudge to move, you do it.
Ash W, they never add anything to the conversation, because it's always Darius Cooks talking at them and them agreeing with everything he's saying and boosting him up and keeping him up on his pedestal. That's when you watch these. And that's why he will only go live with people he knows. He will only go live with the D-haggers that he has met outside of his platforms at some point. You'll notice he never goes live with any regular D-hagger who he's never met. It's always someone he knows. Always. Because he has to create the narrative. He knows these people are already in love with him. They believe everything he says. They're not going to question him. They are fans. They are flying monkey behavior. Those are the ones he pulls up. So you'll never see them saying anything of any note, ever.
You pivot. It doesn't matter what anybody says. You do it. You know, at this age, when you lay down to go to bed at night, and you feel you have to go to the bathroom, like you got to pee, you don't stay in the bed, because you know that if you stay in the bed, it's not going to go away, right? So you say, you know what? Let me just get up and go now. Or before you leave, you know what? I got a 40-minute ride home. Let me just go try to go. So, you know, you do, right. So, but the more, you know, at first you're like, oh, you know, I feel like I'm wasting my time, or I feel like, you know, I could have been gone by now. And the more you do it, you go, this is part of my routine. It's just what I do to ensure nothing bad happens on the other side. It's the same thing with decisions in life. It's the exact same thing. When you get the push, you don't lay in the bed, right? You say, let me get up and go now, because if I don't go, this feeling is not going to go away. It's only going to get worse. So you do it, regardless of what it looks like. And this is the thing. You don't just do it when it makes you look good. You also do it when it doesn't put you in a favorable light.
Yeah.
Crooks is talking about how much of a fool we think he is for this whole venture. So he's like, when it don't put you in a favorable light. Yeah, because we're laughing at you. We're not laughing with you. We're laughing at you.
I can't tell you the number of times.
I see. Also, what kind of analogy is this? I ignored that whole part. Y'all, I can only commentate on so much. It's already exhausting with the amount of things that I do stop the video for. I just can't ride on to every gaslit word. We would never get out of here.
I've pivoted, and there is negative chatter everywhere. And then when they realize why I pivoted, they hail me as a genius.
Do y'all hail Darius Cooks as a genius when he pivots? When the restaurants close and he jumps to Alibaba cookware, did we think he was a genius or just a grifter? When he does the Carolina Pound Cake Company at the Trap Bakery, and the moldy cakes go out and the customer service is horrible and he can't keep up with the orders, and then he just walks away from that business because he's starting up the Dining with Darius Cooks events again, and then those tickets start to not really sell out, so he's secretly canceling events, and then he shifts over to Bali and now trying to open up a restaurant over there. Is that us thinking he's genius? I don't know. I've never called him a genius. I'll put a poll out there. Y'all let me know. Poll question we're closing out is, do you think the story of Tommy being a trained by a Southern American chef is true? 8% of you say yes. 92% of y'all like, come on now, Phil. I mean, he ain't know none of the soul food. Now, I ain't saying, he's from Indonesia. I don't expect him to, but if he then is saying that he had a Southern chef teach him, I would think that he learned at least a dish. I would think. Look like that person might crave some of their own, soul food or something. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
Every single time. So I don't listen to anything external anymore. I don't care what you have to say. I don't care about your opinion. I didn't ask you to begin with. I still move forward. I still push. And what ends up happening is the beauty in making the right choice.
Yeah.
And I just have a camera, behind me.
I mean, God makes no mistake.
For somebody who doesn't care about the opinions of others, he surely mentions the opinions of others literally every day, all day, every single live stream. Every time he comes out publicly, even posts, he's mentioning the opinions of others that he supposedly doesn't care about. That makes no sense. You keep talking about it.
The fact that I just got off the air and I would want to hear you are. Yeah. Oh, my dear. I cannot tell you how happy I am. Bali, I mean, just the world view of what this is about to be for you is just, oh my God, it is just so beautiful.
Yeah,
because
I close my other
things
restaurants.
that you could do. Do you know what I'm saying?
Well,
because of the way you see the world.
Yeah.
A lot of people would have went to, how many black folks and black chefs that went to Bali and did not say, oh.
Yeah. No, I know. I get that.
You know what I'm saying?
But but I look at I was going to say, I look at I closed my other restaurants and I was like, I'm never opening another restaurant ever again. And then it's like the conditions changed. Everything changed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a different space in life. My mental is different. The opportunity is different. The connection is different.
Right.
And so, you look at that, you look at the risk associated with that, you look at the benefit, you do the analysis, and you make a decision.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, if I do it and lose everything, it's still much more valuable than having never done anything.
Yeah. Much more valuable to your life. Just in and of itself.
That's what I'm trying to tell
So
you.
now, if you had to compare Bali to anything in the States, what would it be?
Nothing.
Really?
Nothing. Nothing. It is a world completely. The police don't carry guns. There is barely violence. You can leave your door unlocked. Nobody bothers anything.
Anyone notice the change of Darius Cooks' verbiage? I don't know. I'm just saying. We do a lot of work over here. I'm going live, multiple times a week. We got hours of content. I got thousands of hours of video, and I'm humping over here. So I want my goddamn credit. Have we noticed a change in Darius Cooks' verbiage when he talks about the crime in Bali? We did a whole segment twice now on Darius Cooks saying there is zero crime in Bali. Repeated it. Zero crime in Bali. Hold on. I'm taking my moment. Y'all hold on. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm taking my moment. Good. It came right up. Look at God.
One thing I
Reminder.
think is crazy is that there's zero crime. This man, Tommy, has had, I don't know, what's equivalent to like a couple $100 US sitting in his cup holder in his car for the last couple days. He gets out of his car. He does not lock the car. He does not roll the window up. He doesn't do. He doesn't. What? What's up, Don? He doesn't do any of that. And in fact, as we drove and saw all the scooters I showed you guys, all the scooters, their keys are in the scooters. They don't take their keys out of the scooter. They literally park the scooter in front of the store, park the scooter somewhere. They leave all their keys in the scooter. You can literally walk up to the scooter, turn the ignition, and drive off. Nobody steals. Nobody steals. They don't lock their front doors. Some people don't even have keys to get in their house. Literally, it's a very different way of living. It's a very, very different way of living. Like no one steals, no one does, like there's no crime. There's zero crime.
There's no crime. There's zero crime. Now, he proclaimed that multiple times, and then I did 2 segments on it, and I think last week I did it was the most recent. Now, all of a sudden, listen to what she's saying.
Nothing. It is a world completely. The police don't carry guns. There is barely violence. You can leave your door.
Now there's barely. I'm gonna pop my collar for that one. Now there's barely any, because all you gotta do was a Google search. But that also proves that she's watching our content over here. Hey, Crooks, we've been knowing that, but you just showed us. She's so ridiculous. I had to, y'all. I had to. Hey, Crooks. Yeah.
Unlocked. Nobody bothers anything. My business partner leaves the equivalent of a couple $100 in his cup holder. It's still there. He gets out the car, goes where he has to go. Nobody touches stuff. You know, people get off their scooters and their motorcycles and whatnot. They leave the keys in the ignition. Nobody's running off with your stuff. It's a different world.
Oh my goodness! I cannot. How was the flight?
Oh, it's hell.
Do you have to transfer a bunch of time?
Yeah. So it depends on who you fly. I can tell you Delta, the Americans, the
I was about to
United.
say those Spirit Airlines going to Bali.
Yeah, no, yeah. Those ones that it's like I flew here. I paid $21,000 for the flight. That was a first class flight, round trip.
Mm-hmm.
And that was Atlanta to Detroit to Seoul, South Korea to Singapore, then Singapore to Bali.
Oh, wow. Is that because there aren't any directs, or that's...
No, there's no direct. You cannot fly. Yeah, there's no direct. Yeah, you can't fly. Because in order to fly direct, you have to fly completely across the ocean. If no flights going to Asia can fly across the Pacific. They have to fly up over Alaska through Canada, Alaska, Russia, and come down that way. Right? Because if something happens to the plane, it's you too far. You can't.
Yeah.
So, but that was 21,000 round trip. However, on EVA airline, which is the Taiwan's #2 airline, EVA airline flies from Houston. First class, I paid $6,000 flight.
It's great because it gives anybody who hears the ticket price go, but if you got a year and a half to plan right, it's the experience of your life.
Yeah. Bali is if you do Bali right.
It is an experience of your life, like the 2 kings and a queen tour was going to be. Maybe they was talking about how that was going to be an experience of a lifetime.
Right, Bali could be so magical.
This is what I'm saying, though. When you said it, I was like, "Oh hell yeah!"
Yeah, if you do Bali right, Bali.
At a point,
listen, it's. I came here and I was like, what have I been doing my whole life? The people, the energy, the vibe, the economy. I mean, like to build a house from the ground up is only like $50,000. You can't even get a house. You can't even get you barely can get a car for $50,000 in America.
Thank you very
Okay,
much.
so it's like I mean, it's the food. Like you,
Is Marianne, are you saying you just pulled it up and are you saying that the police there carry heavy arms, semi-auto submachines, and assault rifles and shotgun pistols or shotguns and pistols? Is that what you're saying? That because I didn't bother fact checking whether or not the police carry weapons or not. But it sounds like, oh, Marianne is saying yes. So Marianne did a quick little check. Again, Google is our friend. Marianne is saying that the Bali police carry weapons. What? I mean, is it the edibles getting to her, eating her brain cells away, or the old shots, the Ozempic shots? Something ain't right. I know she know how to use the computer and Google. I mean, she's used it to create many of her grifts. Self-taught, how to do a lot of her grifts. I'm really lost at how this like mundane stuff he gaslighting about that's easily proven. I'm very lost at that. I shouldn't be. I mean, I know he lied a lot, but wow, something that simple? Well, all this stuff that's that simple? Is it that he knows that they are so gaslit, that they are and so delusional that they like her? She ain't looked into none of this herself. Everything what is Bali like compared to America? What's in America that's like Bali? Nothing. Oh wow. This woman is a DJ, and from what I can tell from a quick little Instagram click, was that she's well established in the radio industry. But I saw somebody said something about and she looks intelligent. Well, the unfortunate part is that a lot of Darius Cooks followers, he does have doctors, attorneys, accomplished people, PhDs, etc. Book knowledge does not automatically translate to discernment, street smarts, common sense. They don't necessarily translate. So we can't take it at face value and say, hey, she's accomplished, obviously. She got to be having some level of intelligence. I ain't never heard her on the radio, but she got to have some level of intelligence. And she just sitting here gaslit. But you look at even Lakeithia, I think the lady's name was, the one who had a connection to be able to reach out to Black Enterprise magazine when they wrote that first article about Darius Cooks being a scammer. They wrote that article about him, and she put her neck on the line and her reputation with those people on the line, called them out, told them that they had did an injustice, and that's not true about Darius Cooks, et cetera, et cetera. And she demanded and put her reputation on the line and demanded that they retract or do another article. They was like, we'll interview him. We're not going to retract. They did another article with Darius Cooks. What happened? They doubled down and had more receipts and added more witnesses, including myself. So it don't matter that these people have all these, accomplishments, degrees, and all that. Common sense and discernment doesn't come with that. Thank you. I've been getting some cash apps, and I don't want to forget. Thank you to Sonia P, Lisa R, and Margin for the super chats. I greatly appreciate you and your extra layer of support. I'm trying to remember to just keep the cash up so I can see it with the super chats and stuff where I see them right away. Right. And oh, don't forget Andrew Caldwell was on the radio too. Yeah, right. That's true. So there goes that theory about people on the radio being okay. I'm gonna leave it alone. We still got to talk about that story too. Do I want to watch it? How much more we got of this? I think it was something at the. Hold on, let me go and finish. I was about to just. Get on out of here.
I went to one of the markets with $30. I ate at like 10 stalls and left with like $24.
Wow.
I mean, it's just like, it's so inexpensive.
I love that. I love
It's great.
And just being in a whole nother part of the world that is like nothing like
it's great.
where we.
It's great. I really, it's amazing. I wish for everyone to experience it.
So you're there for a month.
I am.
So do you come? You don't come back through. I would love.
GR is saying, yep, they carry a Taurus Model 82 revolver and have more available to them. Where is she getting, Darius Cooks getting that they don't have weapons, that their police don't have weapons? I don't get it, y'all. I like when you lie to the point of something that's so blatantly a lie. My mind still can't process that about being that much of a pathological liar. But Darius Cooks is that, but I don't know. It's just like, wow. Is it because it's another country? He thinks that people, but does he not understand that Google works for other countries as well? Like you can get information on other countries. I don't know. I'm just lost with this. Struggling too hard trying to make it make sense.
When do you come back?
I don't have no plans to be in Miami.
I won't see you till you.
So again, she's a fan, but she happens to be a fan who has hung out with Darius. And so now she's trying to figure out how to get Darius to make an appearance at her birthday celebration. And he's going to play her to the left, but he's acting like, I don't know where I'm going to be during that time. But, if I'm around, I'll come through, blah, 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 this and that. That's another reason why she's so, gung-ho about Darius Cooks and everything he does. But also not fully aware of what he's doing and what he's up to, obviously, because we're 3 months into him and this restaurant ordeal, this Bali location, and she just finding out about it a couple days ago. That shows you how detached she is.
Yeah, I just, because it's like, I could come do the reviews, but then it's like, I want to get back to Bali.
Yeah.
So I'm coming home to film first part of May. We have 2 weeks of filming. And after that,
knock out a lot. Yeah.
I might, say, all right, America, I'll see you in a little bit.
Okay.
Keep the light on for me.
Thank you.
Huh?
Catch me
about. Keep the light on for me. Just keep the room clean. I'll be there in a little bit. I'll come back. I think I'm going to head on back over here.
So now Darius Cooks is saying that he may come right on back to Bali in late May, I guess. We might be in for something of him. The problem is he's putting his scams on autopilot, as you see. We just talked about the app scam earlier today. So, and then he still got the cookware thing. So he's now created it where he can scam remotely. So although he'll be away physically, he'll still, and this is where he thinks he's protected, because he's like, well, I can continue to scam y'all from afar, and y'all can't get to me, and y'all can't drive past my house because I'm in Bali now. Somebody will figure it out. Somebody will travel to Bali and walk right past his restaurant or go there and do a review. Might be me. I don't know if I'll do it. I might. If y'all tell me to do it, I might go ahead and do it. Just go on over to Bali and review his restaurant.
Where are you staying?
I mean,
do they have like the American chains over there, or?
Oh no, they have that, but I'm in a fabulous Airbnb villa. It's about 10,000 square feet.
Jesus!
It's 4 massive bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms, including its own sub villa across the walkway, and you walk through the pool to get there.
Okay, how did you find that?
Airbnb.
Okay.
What I'm not sure of is if he's staying by himself. I know he's giving the impression that he's staying by himself. I don't know how true that is, but supposedly he's staying in a 10,000 square foot villa by himself with all those bathrooms. I don't know. She gaslights so much. I don't even know. And it could be possible. And then he got somebody there that we don't know is there. Maybe the boys that he pays for, he rents. I don't know.
Wait. I gotta
Well,
send.
I'm sorry, the Airbnb account that they said I don't have.
Okay, so you got my email. Email that to me so I can send it to
I will.
Jason.
I will.
We
I
can
will.
start because his birthday is in September.
But they have. But listen, they have tons of like luxury villas here. Tons.
Well, that's both of us, but that's really him.
Yeah.
He is
No.
like he's
This
like
one
you.
is. Yeah, I know. Well, this one is worth it.
Yeah.
The pictures don't even do it justice.
Okay.
The pictures do it
Well, yeah.
no
I'm
justice.
serious. Send it to me now. So, what will you'll be back over here in August, September?
No, I'll come back in let me see. I'll come back in May. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know
The
I'm
last
coming to make because I got a film.
our last
But
big
after that,
did
I don't
Star
know.
Island.
I don't know. I'll
So
let
we
you
went.
know.
Yeah.
Why are you planning something big?
Well, yeah. I mean, this is a big birthday year for me and for Daryl. So
If I'm in the States, I'll swing through. I'll catch a
wherever
flight.
if you're in the States, we should probably do Fire Island. You done Fire Island?
Uh-uh.
Okay. So it's a beautiful house on Fire Island,
Oh
and
yeah,
it's
just
the summer rental. So if you're in the States, we'll do that because I want all of us to be together for my
yeah.
milestone.
If I'm in the States, count me in.
Because
That sounds so
September,
fancy. If I'm in the States, count me in.
you know, but that I mean that is the joy of where you are, and with putting
Jill, it's so good. Jill, it's so good over here. Girl,
no
everything,
just
the
taste
people,
in your
and
life right
let
now.
me tell you something. The people come every day at 2:00 to clean the villa, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every day they come. You leave your laundry on the floor. Girl, they take your laundry and they go do your laundry for you and bring it back the next day. Okay.
He's never been somewhere where they take your laundry. I was like, she's so easily impressed. Okay, so they take your laundry. The part I caught though was him saying you just throw it on the floor. I'm sure there's probably a hamper located somewhere around there, and you choose to throw your ish in the floor because you're nasty. But to go to a nice resort somewhere and have them launder your clothes is not I don't know. It's not like, oh, you're a multimillionaire because you've had that service. I don't know. Like I've had that done too, multiple times. I ain't never felt like bragging about it, though. Maybe that's the difference. I don't know.
Okay. And it smells like
Now,
boy, it smells like girl roses and hydrangeas and shit. It smells just sparkly. It smells amazing. They clean the villa every day. They come, they mop, they dust, they do everything. Everything.
every day.
Every
Oh, yeah.
day. And girl, it depends on
Wow. Imagine a housekeeping service that actually cleans and mops and dust and wipe things down. Oh, wow.
they multiply. It was one, they started looking, it was four. I said, okay. Y'all better, and I'm sitting on the couch, girl. He done swept around my feet, done, excuse me, sir. And all right, just to make sure it's clean. Listen, I caught a lick with this one here now.
Okay, what you say? I'm good now.
I caught a lick with this one. Okay, and they got this thing called Gojek. It's they Uber. I had to go get a new cord from one of my hard drives. It's 25 miles, $5.10. What I said, same thing I said. When you see what your face just did, I said that. What your face just did is what I said when I said it. Oh, we had the same reaction.
Okay, don't listen. Don't get
We
me
had
started because I
the same reaction. That's what I'm saying. It's
done.
inexpensive. It's
Okay,
inexpensive.
and
And people mind their business over here. They don't care what you do.
somebody just wanted to say, "Baby, $5.10,
$5.10. What I
$5."
paid. I can show you
Yeah.
the receipt. That's what I paid.
Oh man, I'm so happy for you. I'm
I am.
so glad.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you.
indeed.
I
Yeah, we got
will.
to rally all the troops because I bet you that's a feature when you get ready to open. Essence would follow you and cover that.
Essence Magazine?
Yeah.
No, Essence
Oh, yeah.
Don't fool me no more. They done with me.
What happened?
You know they trying to get me to.
Again, this shows how out of the loop she is. Essence ain't effed with Darius Cooks, I think, in nearly 2 years now. Essence would love to cover you going to. She ain't even understanding that no legitimate publication is going to cover anything about Darius Cooks unless it's one of his latest scams. She's so disconnected. And then listen to how he flips the narrative, and then first she flapping around. You should have Essence follow you. They would definitely do a story on you. And then he like, Essence don't F with me like that. I don't F with them. Why? Now he about to get into the story and watch her change her narrative about Essence. It's craziness.
Go to the Essence Fest for was only gonna pay me $900.
Oh,
with
okay.
No transportation, no room, no board, no flight, no nothing, and I had to bring my own books.
Oh, bye.
And their excuse was, even when our top stars asked, Tamar asked for something and we don't even pay everything that's it. Girl, I'm not Tamar.
Tamar.
I don't care about this. But that's an insult for me to have to do for $9, and then you gotta split your revenue, your profit with them, your revenue with them 50-50.
Boy, bye.
That's what I said. Yeah, same thing you just said. That's how I looked. Huh? That's what I said. That's what I said. Yeah,
I said years ago, 1982.
Yeah, I say there's no way you are kidding me. And then I posted it. Then they called wind of it when I posted it. Yeah, Yeah, so they Essence say we done with that. We don't really fool with him like that no more. It's fine, Essence. I still love them.
And that's one of the.
So he's admitting that Essence don't fool with him no more because he posted their business. He all that he just said, he ran, because of course he got to create his narrative. Now we don't know how true all of that is, because people were expecting Darius Cooks to go to Essence Fest. His flying monkey's like, yo, we gonna see you. Oh, I can't wait. And then he had to tell them that he wasn't gonna be there. And he needed to create a narrative of why he wasn't gonna be there, but the blame always has to be on somebody else. So he comes out with this version of the story. He's been telling this for a couple years now, that Essence was being cheap, blah, 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 this and that. And that's how he got his D-hags to fall on his side and not say, why Essence won't F with you no more? He put out a video about it and multiple posts about it. And they like, we done with your drama. That's why Essence won't F with him. Not because they too cheap, but because of his drama and antics and whatever else he did behind the scenes that he ain't telling us. Now she done went from recommending Essence and talking about how great how they would definitely cover him moving to Bali and all of that, to now she about to say, oh yeah, they garbage. I thought they would be better anyway. Yeah, that makes sense. They horrible. What? You just recommended them.
But all the way back to the beginning of what you said, that's exactly why Essence is not Vogue.
True.
It's just true. It's not.
Essence ain't Vogue because they wouldn't pay for Darius Cooks, whatever airfare and whatever else he wanted. What?
Taking those, they know they cannot lose with you, or they wouldn't have pitched you. Do you know what I'm saying? And for not to make that step because of you got access to it as somebody that's already average.
Yeah.
And go to and say, this is what we're doing. Your travel people.
Yeah, but you also got to treat people the right way. You can't do the right. Come on. And then this is the week. And then hold on. And then they finalize it the week before the event. Girl, you can't even get no room nowhere. Girl.
Right.
I'm gonna be in Shreveport. Every room gonna be booked. I'm gonna be in Baton Rouge. I'm at Essence Fest in Baton Rouge. No, you're not.
That is just tragic. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, people make it sound like it's a big deal. You just stand up for yourself. I'm sorry. I can't.
Yeah.
Are you serious right now? Girl, I can't pay. It's supposed to say exposure. Girl, I can't pay T-Mobile on exposure.
Did you just catch Darius Crooks? I think that's pretty much the end. Darius Crooks talking about that Essence was saying, well, part of why we're not giving you this and this and this and that, because you also are getting exposure. And he's like, what can I do with exposure? It's an exposure, the same thing I told you that is part of Darius Cooks' way of getting people to give him less for more, to get people to give him their interior design services for his greens and gravy restaurant, the interior designer, where he told her she would get exposure. That never happened. Me, when we went from just being friends to him asking me to do some construction work in his cupcake gallery, what did he tell me? Oh, and then you'll be getting exposure. What did I get? Nothing. And I know he's done it many other times, but it ain't good enough for him though. But he'll gaslight other people with it. That's how he is.
Thank you. And I clearly have exposure, or you wouldn't have called me. So
let the church say yes, girl. I'm with you when you're right.
It's like,
okay.
Damn.
You just preached your first sermon, girl. What do I send my offering?
Okay. Thank you. So yeah, well, I'm sorry to hear that. That's their loss, but it does explain a lot of the issues I've seen lately. So
yeah, that'd be all right. All right, Jill. But listen,
anyway, my dear. Yes. It's time for me to get out of my office.
Yeah, it's time for me to go too. I love you too. We'll figure this whole date thing out.
Yes, most definitely.
See you later. That's my friend Jill, y'all. Sorry, you talk to your friends, child. Next thing you know, I forget I was on live. I forgot y'all was here. I forgot I was talking to Jill. You know how you talk to your friend. We friends in real life, for real, we are. You know what y'all say? I ain't got no friends. He don't have no friends. Who told you that? We'll never see him with his friends. They my friends. Those my friends. Those my real friends in real life. We were friends for a long time too. A lot of years. Me and Jill. Right, and no family. Right. Y'all all in our conversation, I know. Because that would be our normal conversation. That's why.
So the torture's over. I forgot whose comment I just had start up there. That I let that part play because, as I've told y'all before, when I see in the comments, that's why he ain't got no friends. That's why none of his family talk to him. He ain't got no family. And I'm like, y'all need to stop that because that's not true. And then what happens is you give him ammunition to do just what he just did. And the flying monkeys who don't know no better be like, see, they always lying on him because we just saw him talking to Jill the other day. All of that. Speaking facts only. Speaking facts only. Is Tommy a cop? Tommy is not a cop. Tommy is a chef, a cook. I don't know if he's really a real chef, but Tommy is a chef. The guy who owns the land, who is not Tommy, is supposed to be the chief of police of Bali. I haven't had Kool-Aid since I moved out of my mama's house. Pretty much same here. Maybe I was making Kool-Aid when I first got out on my own, but yeah, I ain't had Kool-Aid in some year, like, I don't know, 10 plus years probably. Is Tommy gay for pay? Jessica's asking. Don't know. I mean, doesn't appear that way, but I don't really know the inner workings. We're only seeing what he's showing us on the camera, so no one has said anything otherwise that with proof, at least. Malaysia is saying Darius needs to stop. What's real Kool-Aid? Right. What's real Kool-Aid versus just Kool-Aid? He just be making up stuff, making it up as he goes. Ladia is saying Tommy is in his country with his people. This ain't going to turn out good for D Crooks. I definitely feel the same way. We'll see how this comes together. It doesn't. S. Smith is saying, is LaQuinty in the background? LaQuinty is in the background of her own life at this point. LaQuinty is not a part of Darius Cooks' world. Darius Cooks let LaQuinty go on that Monday or Tuesday after the Three Kings tour was canceled. LaQuinte's been gone since then. I don't think Darius is in love with Tommy. He's just impressed with Tommy because Tommy knows some of our Black culture. I definitely can see that perspective as well. He gets a little too giddy around Tommy, so that's where I'm seeing the giddiness, and I think that's for me what's pushing it more over on the other side. Building a restaurant in a country that doesn't eat soul food is definitely a failure. I feel the same way. I'm like, I know that, people will bring other cuisines into other areas, and sometimes it can work because people are like, oh, that's different, that's unique. But other times it can be like, we don't want that. Real Housewives of Potomac, they brought an Australian restaurant to Potomac, and it failed. It didn't. People wasn't eating no kangaroo over there. So over here rather. So I definitely have thought about that. And then, like he's saying, he don't even know if Tommy's gonna like the food. Well, Tommy's palate is probably gonna be like the majority of the people there. I don't think that Russell Simmons is gonna be making any trips over to there because Russell Simmons, ain't he like vegan or something? Donna saying, I just had a craving for peach cobbler. Yeah, I got a little leftover, like just a little, like 2-3 spoonfuls left over from some I had the other night from some barbecue I ordered. So I'm gonna eat that, and then I'm probably gonna. I've been saying I want to make me a peach cobbler, which I haven't done in many, many years, but I'm probably gonna do that soon. I love peach cobbler. Why is he the driver? I think you're asking about Tommy and why Tommy was the driver. Tommy was the cooking instructor for this class that Darius Cooks was taking. They also had a field trip connected to this cooking class where they went to the local markets and all of that stuff, farmers market and meat markets, etc. So when they went on the field trip, the class piled up in the first vehicle, whatever, and there wasn't enough space. So Darius Cooks and his camera guy, Corey at the time, the videographer who is no longer with him, got fired. They ended up in the car with Tommy, and then Tommy did his pitch. Now, supposedly it was all by accident, but all by happenstance. That's the way Darius Cooks tells it. I don't know. We wasn't there. Old Soul is saying, why is Crooks acting like he knows this man since 3rd grade? I bet he doesn't even know the man's government name. Right. As far as Tommy, he's not treating Tommy like someone he just met. He's throwing caution to the wind. It's on and popping. He like a schoolgirl in love. Another reason I say Darius is feeling Tommy in other ways too, because of the fact that if there wasn't that level of attraction, Darius wouldn't be so gone. That I do know. Darius gets real gone when he like in love, but his being in love is because he's so like dysfunctional. His being in love is very short-lived. Usually, from my experience of watching it play out multiple times, it would be anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks. Then he just, everything he loved about the person is now irking him. S. Smith, he seems to be looking for a mother replacement. Darius Cooks is definitely always looking for a mother figure and always trying to fulfill that role because he doesn't have it. Bree Crutch is saying Tommy in Bali is on IG. Yes, Tommy has an IG, Instagram. It's Tommy. I can't even tell y'all because I got it's in the exposing groups and on Twitter. If you go to the hashtag Darius Cooks, they've definitely posted Tommy's Instagram. It's Tommy something with an F, but I can't even remember. S. Smith is saying, I thought he went to Japan first. He did. He went to Japan. We covered that. So S. Smith, you're telling me you missed, what was that, yesterday? Was that yesterday's episode, y'all? Didn't we talk about Japan yesterday? We covered it at the beginning of the show as well. But yesterday we did more in depth of the Japan thing, I think, kind of. Donna Hammond, he showed the letter from Essence and Air thing. I forgot about that. Yes. When he had the issue with Essence. Well, his issue. Glenda Brown says coming back in May to film. Sounds like that's when his new cookbook gets released and he needs to cook a few recipes to get those books sold. I don't know about that because he tends to do his content way ahead of schedule. So this 2 weeks of him filming is probably for future content that's going to come out in a few months. He's learned how to do his content, schedule his content. So he's been doing those. He has slowed down for a while, but he used to do those when he was getting stuff together for the app and all of that. They were doing those shoots every week, every Wednesday. Because somebody did say, filming what? What is he filming? He films his reels, the cooking videos, the stuff he's putting on the app. They take photos for social media, all that kind of stuff. So that's what he's going to be doing in 2 weeks. And then he's going to head back out. And that stuff will be scheduled to come out in future months or future books or whatever it's going to be. But that's all I got. Let me close out this poll. Have you ever considered Darius Cooks to be a genius? Because he says that when all his business ventures have failed in the past, all of y'all have called him a genius. He said, everybody called me a genius then. 96% of you like, quick guys like, I ain't never called you no genius, you idiot. 4% of y'all are like, yeah, I call him our master is a genius. Like people say, I've seen comments in his live streams about when the restaurants got shut down, or the main Soul Crab Atlanta got shut down, and then he shut the rest of them down at the same time. But when the restaurant Soul Crab got shut down by the state of Georgia and all that went down, months later, within a month or so later is when the pandemic happened. We got the stay-at-home orders across the country. Now, I saw in later months or a year later, whatever, in his IG lives, the D-Hags were rewriting the narrative saying, see, and you've always been a brilliant businessman. You closed your restaurants right in time before the pandemic, and people was talking about you. And see, that was a smart business move. It's like he didn't close them. Well, he closed the other, but it was the defunct Soul Crab Atlanta and the state coming after him that caused him to do that. Had that not happened, those restaurants would have been still open. They would have been open during at least at the beginning. But he's such a poor business. He can't work well with people and all of that. He's a horrible entrepreneur in that sense. He's a great grifter, but he's a horrible entrepreneur in that way. There's no way his restaurants would have survived the pandemic because he just wouldn't have been able to adapt and treat people well enough to have people come in and all that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, that's all we have for tonight. Thank you to everyone who has liked this video. If you haven't as of yet, please like this video. We got 396 viewers and 312 likes. So if you could take time to do that, and please share this video, subscribe if you have not as of yet. It is free to you, but it is invaluable to me and the growth of this channel as we are on our road to 50,000 subscribers. Hopefully we can hit that fairly quickly. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Again, I don't know what we're talking about. I think I do know what we're talking about tomorrow because I was watching the replay of a video last week and I never talked about this week the stolen soul cake recipe. And it's a few of the main stolen recipes. Yeah, I think we might do that tomorrow. I might break those down for y'all. So with that, thank you to my moderators on the front end. I see Alice there. I think I saw Donna, maybe. I know Marianne. Thank you, Marianne, who was also in the background. Yeah, I just saw Donna. And whoever else I might be missing, thank you so much for working things out on the front end. And with that, until next time, until I upload the next video, make sure that you take care and be blessed. I'm trying to see what, I got rid of it. I'm going to play this instead on our way out. Hold on. Let me remove this first. Y'all know I like to send y'all out with something.
They're yet in the United States at their dead-end job. They're fat. They have no future, no talent. I don't take criticism from people who are poorer than me. Thank you. Okay, as I was saying, these are the Greek chicken meatballs, okay? So you can do a whole lot of good stuff
with these. All right. So you have this. This is on page 71. If you need the air fryer, you can grab the air fryer. It's at shopdariuscooks.com. The light is too bright. I know. That's where I am. I'm in Bali, where the sun is shining. That's all I got left. So I'm gonna add some salt to that. Okay? So a little adobo. I'm gonna sneeze. I might sneeze. Put you a little sazon in here. Okay? Just go with me. I don't want to hear your mouth. Just go with me. Okay? This, I know my grandmother don't use sazon. This is an adaptation, okay, of grandmama's recipe. Old Bay. Why? Because they got all the seasoning in there. Okay? Okay, throw you a little piece of smoked paprika in here. Put that in there, okay? Ooh. Jesus. Put you a little piece of lemon pepper. Okay?